What is up, mere mortals? It is your host. What if the I don't know. I was trying to think of a rhyme, but anyways, we're back. A Monday night stream, and yeah, I guess something interesting to do. So yeah, hello Turquoise Hawk, hello JC, welcome. Yeah. I was just thinking about what I wanted to do Monday, and I was almost gonna do like part reaction, part the Red Bull challenge, but then I thought maybe this deserves like a full like 100% race stream and stuff. Once I was doing practice and stuff, I was like, this could be fun. I feel like it's got all the ingredients of a classic stream, so I thought, let's just do a full stream of it. So, yeah. Bristol was amazing yesterday. Yeah. I will agree. I will agree. It will. It was good. I'm not gonna. I guess I could say that for the race review section, like a live race review. Figure that out. But yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a good race. I don't really think there's anything there that was irredeemably bad. And for the most part this season, most races have been a banger except for Phoenix. At Daytona 500 kind of had a dog shit finish, but overall, it's been mostly positive. But Mortal, that's insulting, identifies an Apache helicopter. You know what? I don't understand that feeling.
When red ball, now red ball.
That's the first time that $10 super chat came up. And also, it didn't play the whole thing, which is even stranger. Because anytime I test that amount, it works. So I got to figure that out. But thank you, Irishman, for the 10. It's been a long time coming. This is something I know Irishman is wanting me to do for what feels like 5 years. I don't know if it's been 5 years, but it feels like a long time. But we're here. The day of reckoning has finally come, and I'm going to do this challenge. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, but I think it is doable. Hey, what if everything okay? Sorry for not being in your past live streams. I've been quite busy today. That's okay, Vladimir. I'm glad you're here regardless. It's a Monday. We're going to have a good time. Bring it all in. Bring it all in for a straight no homo hug. Ugh. Thank you. Cheese grater 5. Yeah, it basically was. Once again, what if no plastic God. Dude, that's it. That's it. I am going to I'm going to go out of my way. I'm going to find the post or the place to get sent the thing. I am pinning that so I can frickin' remember to order it. Because holy shit, this saga has gone on for too long. And now I can't find the link to order them. This is embarrassing. I can't find the original. I can't find the message where I can order it. Why is this why is this now like a not reoccurring thing now? Because I was pretty sure it was in the DMs. So why can't I frickin' find it? But that must be something to frickin' order. And I can't find it. I don't know where it is in the DMs now. What if I just type in... No, okay. Okay, that wasn't... You found it. Oh, no wonder why I did. Oh, it was just a link. I was looking for, like, I guess an image. Thank you, Phantom Foxy, for linking me that. I'm going to... I'm going to keep this tab open. So when the stream ends, I frickin' order it. There's no way I'm going to forget it if it's on the thing there. For God's sakes. I can't. I can't keep forgetting it. Alright, thank you for linking me that. Also, I hate to even bring it up because this isn't part of the freaking stream, and I don't want it to just get ruined with fucking drama. But for Braid Taylor, you got banned because you made a cancer joke. It's not funny. Now, I thought about it, and I was just like, maybe he could be unbanned because I make stupid jokes. He made a stupid joke. Just because it's not really funny doesn't mean he should maybe get banned. So I don't know what to really do with that. So. Because, like, literally, like, the next stream, I literally didn't even... I made a stupid fucking joke with the Wendy's thing. So, like, maybe it's a bit harsh. I don't know. But I didn't ban him myself personally, so I don't know how to... I don't know if I can even personally unmute him. So, stop adding me in the Discord. Please just chill with it. I just want to have a fun stream. But let me hit the record here. We got to do a little, like, Vegas review. Alright. I hit record. So this is going to be the race review section of the race and what I thought of it and everything. Alright. So Bristol came and went. And I must say this was probably an all-around really good weekend for racing in the trucks and cup. So first off, we'll briefly talk about the trucks, which pretty much from flag to flag was amazing, entertaining, enthralling. And really the only thing that hindered it was stages. But that's always going to be a thing. But even with that, we had Kamikazegames for the lead. It wasn't a complete wreckfest. And it just makes me laugh really hard. Because last year I was criticizing Bristol Dirt for being an absolute dog shit race. That the average green flag run laps was 7. That truck race, miles better in terms of just actually getting green flag runs. I mean, I can even just look at Racing Reference now just to compare the average green flag run laps, which I can pretty much guarantee is more than 7 laps. That is a low bar, but the fact that I was getting like told by people like that Bristol race, that dirt Bristol race was really good when it wasn't, kind of mind-boggling. So let me just look up Racing Reference right now. Yeah, average green flag run laps, 28.6. 4 times more racing than what the Bristol Dirt had. Bristol Dirt, dog shit frickin' race. Always has, always will be. And the trucks, it was a good race. It was fun. At one point, there was a 3-car battle for the lead. I mean, granted, we had like a yellow that kind of messed it up, and that kind of made it not as interesting. And probably could have made that race into like a 9 out of 10 range, but yeah, it's not bad. And Kyle Busch tried. He tried to take King Leach was trying to suck another win away from someone, but it didn't happen. But he made a good charge. That was a little entertaining. So all around, it was good. My phone is blooping. But either way, I like the truck race, and this just kind of makes me feel better. Very vindicated that the race just went well, and it kind of proves my point that, yeah, Bristol Dirt, terrible. When it's brought back on pavement, it's like really good. The same can be said for the Cup race, which just about from flag to flag, it was absolutely entertaining. Again, I missed part of the race because I work and stuff, but from what I saw and everything I was seeing, it was a really entertaining race and very enjoyable. My only criticism, my only gripe, Actually, I shouldn't even get to the freaking Cup race yet, because Sanchez and Stuart Friesen got into beef, which that was stupid, because Stuart Friesen just kind of crowded Sanchez into the wall. So why is Friesen getting mad? Again, I have no stake in this matter of this beef that they had, because Stuart Friesen accused Tony Stewart of being a murderer. Not going to respect him for that. Nick Sanchez, it just has a very punchable face, and also he's the same person that just like absolutely like ran through like Haley Deegan and like literally did not care that he just ran her over. So kind of a shitty person. So I don't have any favor in the matter. Both are just kind of shitty people. So that was kind of funny just to watch. And that's really about it. Also, it's funny that lately Nick Sanchez is getting beat up by like older people. So that's kind of funny. Cup race, I thoroughly enjoyed. The only problem I have with it, the only criticism, tire wear was a bit extreme. There needs to be that fine balance of a competitive race with tire wear, but this was just way too extreme of tire fall off. People are comparing it to like the 2008 Brickyard race, which I don't think it's on that level. It's like the only closest race I can think of where the wear is that extreme. But yeah, if we could just dial it back like 30-40%, you have an amazing race. And this is what happens when you bring a car with tire fall off. You have an entertaining race. I will agree. I will make my point that that's a bit too extreme. There needs to be a little bit more give to the point where tires aren't just literally falling apart 40 laps in. So I think the fuel run's supposed to last a little over 100 laps or somewhere around there. So they're definitely blowing out almost halfway into the run. So if we could just get that tire wear like 40-50% better, you got a great package with that. And again, it's funny because they didn't even use the traditional like short track package. They used, I guess, intermediate. So intermediate works at Bristol. So good to know. Also good to know too that the stands were relatively filled. That was one thing I was worried about with Bristol Spring coming back, was were the fans going to show up? Were they going to show up to justify a second Bristol day? And at least for now, they showed up. It wasn't like entirely full, but it was like 80% full, 85%. So they showed up. They put their money where their mouth was, and they showed up, and that's good. Absolutely, if we're going to compare, so much better than Bristol Dirt in so many metrics that, yeah, it was just very entertaining. And I will say, watching Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex just cut through lap traffic at the end was made me feel something. And I don't even like Hamlin that much, but I almost want to give props to Hamlin because he ran a smart race. So did Truex. Also very fitting that the two veterans of the field were able to manage their tires the best. Almost like as if Truex, my boy, and Hamlin are like talented drivers and like skilled. Also, I found it funny that Kyle Larson was like really crying on the radio saying that they should like red flag the race to put resin on. It's like, man, Kyle Larson's such a bitch sometimes. Ryan Blaney too, because he was kind of complaining a bit. So I thought that was funny. Like Larson of all people should be almost loving it because I don't know. It's just weird. It's just kind of weird to see them complain. Hey, Alex Bowman was like the highest finishing Hendrick car in a race that deserved a lot of like tire management and like skills. So maybe the Bowman hate can go down a little bit. But yeah, I really liked that race. I really did. That was awesome. I'm not gonna sit here and say that was like a 10 out of 10. I think Jet or MDK said it was like a 10 out of 10. Now for me, my standard of a 10 out of 10 is like a perfect race, no complaints. But there was complaints in this race. There was like a valid criticism. So I feel like it kind of doesn't make sense to make it a 10 out of 10 because 10 out of 10 to me is like perfect. But then he also says that the problem. So how is it a 10? I just rate things a lot differently. I put 10 out of 10s in like God tier statuses and make them for a very special occasion. This was like a rock solid 8 out of 10. This could have been 9 had the finish maybe just been a little bit better, but 8.5, that's where I'm going to place it at. I really enjoyed that. We just need more races with more tire fall off, just not to that extent. If they come there in the fall, I don't want NASCAR to go like extreme with making like a really hard tire compound. Like I don't want like a I do not want a North Wilkesboro tire where Kyle Larson did like an entire burnout for the length of the track and didn't even blow it. Like I don't want that hard of a compound, but if something just it's a little bit harder. Like take what you got, and also make it like 40% harder. Maybe it'll be fine. As long as they keep that resin or whatever that they did to the track, because it was weird. It was really weird seeing that the track wasn't getting darker, but like off the racing surface there was just rubber just built up everywhere. It was just a really weird circumstance, and I don't know if it's a circumstance we're ever going to see again, but I hope at least the tire wear aspect is maintained, because I think you got something like a really good combo. So I think that's going to be pretty good. Otherwise, I thought everything else in that race was pretty solid. I guess that's kind of my thoughts. It's kind of short, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I'm just really impressed that most of the races this year have been pretty good. Even ratings are up, so hey, that's something. I don't know if it's because the Netflix documentary helped with that or what exactly, but I'm up for that. Now we just need to fix the whole point format, which that's a whole other tangent for another day. So, yeah. So I think I guess that's just kind of my thoughts. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see if there's any other race that's really interesting to make a video. I haven't made a video in a couple weeks because there really wasn't much to really talk about, at least for me to make a race review. But this was kind of a case because it was sort of surprising how that all played out. So, yeah, I'm done. See ya. There we go. All right. There's your live stream race review. Also, I got a message on my phone. I think it was from someone at work. I need to read this real quick. I'll have to think about that. You wanted me to work on like Saturday, which I'm not sure because I need to get my taxes done, so I don't know if that's going to be like a day we need or not. So I have to wait on that, so I'll have to get that situated. But yeah, let me read chat here. I know I'm a little late on that because I was doing that race review. Chat was kind of popping off though when I do that stuff. So let's see. Vegas review? Pfft, no. I'm surprised Michael moves hadn't called you Weeb What If. That's honestly not bad. I like the alliteration, but yeah, I don't know why he doesn't do that. I don't have high expectations for Coda, but I might be. Coda, for the most part, is pretty good. It just, when you have the restart zone in the area it used to be, and the bottleneck turn one just kind of caused everything to be a shit show at the end. But I think they're changing the restart zone, so it might actually be a good race, like all around good. Like when they get to the end, like it's not going to be an absolute disaster. So I think it could be pretty good. But yeah, the season has been nuts so far in terms of just, except for Phoenix, every other race has been pretty good. Hello, Evan Pittman. Yeah, Nick Sanchez getting... Yeah, that's funny. Pie nickel for each time Sanchez in a conversation. I'll watch the veteran. Yep. I'm here with my popcorn. Dale, it better be freaking keto popcorn. Race was the story of two sides, either entertaining for Bristol or 2008. Yeah, I was straddling that fine line. I didn't think it was reprehensibly bad like Indy was. But yeah, we just need to tone that tire wear down a little bit. Your Dale Jr. sure looks really good. I'm glad to hear. I just kind of pick random clothes in my closet. I just kind of like wave my finger and then just close and just whatever my finger lands on, that's what I wear. And it was this. It was just luck. It makes life more interesting when you just pick random with clothes. With shirts at least. Ty Gibbs should have won. I feel like Ty Gibbs is probably gonna win eventually. I saw the meme with Ty Gibbs and Moops though. That was funny though. Yeah, I wish Truex won. That would have been great. I love that paint scheme. I was even saying in chat, like, if he won in that paint scheme, I was going to probably buy the race win diecast, but it didn't happen, so I guess it saved me money, so I guess that's good. Toby Keith to be inducted into 2024 Country Music Hall of Fame. Hell yeah! Also, I'm a little upset by that, because literally in, like, an interview he did, like, a few months ago, he was saying, he was literally making a joke that he's going to get into the Hall of Fame when he dies, and then he ends up passing away. And now they're doing it. So it kind of called it. He pretty much called it. That's what was going to happen. And it's kind of sad that it took until his passing for that to happen. That's really upsetting because he should have been in there a long time ago. I mean, how many people in the country music get like 30 plus like top 10 hits and #1 records and a whole bunch of stuff? Like he was a high tier caliber country music star that should have been in there like 15, 20 years ago. NASCAR is almost, yeah, kind of. Hello, what if going to relax eating Cuban bread with ham, drinking Pepsi, and I can't wait for tomorrow in MLB to show 24. And let's go Marlins. Yeah. Dale with the red ball heart. Red ball more like red balls. I'm offended. Dale has history with this. I'm at 200 for the Dover trip right now. Might get to 300 tomorrow, though. JC, your Dover trip saga is quite interesting. I'm curious to see where it's going to go. John Harrison, James Burton, Toby Keith. I'm just upset that they wait until he freaking died. Because literally, it was like an interview like 2 months ago where somebody like was asking him if he was going to be in the Hall of Fame, and he said that he's probably going to get it when he dies. So it makes me feel a little bitter about that, because they really did wait. That's, just gross. But whatever, he freaking deserved it. It's just a shame it's too little too late. So, like, he can't personally enjoy it himself, so, like, that sucks. But we're going to do the next best thing in honoring Toby is, I don't know where I was going to lead with that, but 46 people tuning in. Oh my god. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what really to talk about now. I think we'll just jump right into the race, get all that stuff situated, because it's definitely going to be a little bit of a long race. So, yeah, I don't want to trudge this on for too long. So, yeah, race settings. This is what we're going to go with. Let me make sure the audio is all... I can go up a little bit more. Alright, so race settings, we're going to go to that because we're having it on extreme, or not extreme, but veteran. Not veteran, oh my god. We're doing a custom, so this is going to be what our settings are for the race itself. Legend difficulty, 100% race lane tire, unlimited tire and fuels off, damage on normal, yellow flags on. I feel like just to give me a little bit of a shot just to survive, we need yellows on. Also, I'm going to probably be wrecking at some point, so I need that. That's all I want. And also, for a little bit of context purposes, I want to explain what the Red Ball Challenge is. So the Red Ball Challenge is a challenge the Irishman came up with a long time ago. Dale Reynolds did it. I don't know if it was for a video. I don't really remember if it was or not. But, hey.
Hey you, can you stop friggin' streaming when I'm getting my workout on?
Thank you for the 3. I've been streaming Mondays at like 5 p.m. Eastern for like over a month now. I feel like I have a schedule, and you need to work around that. Like this. You need to work around... On my neck. Ow. You need to work around that. And record that properly. But hey, you can watch it while you're doing your freaking thigh lifts or whatever they call it. But thank you for the 3. But yeah, either way, the Red Ball Challenge is a challenge made by Irishman. Dale Reynolds did it. Now basically the Red Bull challenge is Irishman just creates like an absolutely just wonky ass setup. It's very, very loose on the long run. It gets stupidly bad and undrivable. So the only thing I can do is just try to mitigate not squealing the tires as much and just seeing how long I can go before it like crashes. So he originally had it set to having me do like a 25% race length with it, but I did some. I was just kind of thinking that might be too short, so I think we'll make it 100. Just kind of see how that works out. But I think 100 should still be difficult enough, and also I'm going to be purposely starting myself in last. He didn't say that wasn't in the specifications, but I'm just going to start last just to make it that extra layer of difficulty. So yeah. Dale's 05 career mode playthrough like 3 years ago, I think. I gave him a set because he already won that particular Red Bull race. He tried it and he has hated that car for such. I did some testing with it. It's honestly not even that bad, or at least I don't. Maybe I'm just insane. It was drivable for a while. It does get to a really undrivable point. So I'm gonna need to be really careful with it. So in the spirit of Bristol, of being wonky, it also kind of works in just this setup is almost designed to be loose and just kind of all over the place as the run goes on. So it's kind of like real life Bristol to an extent. It's just instead of tires blowing, the car's just going to get really loose and really wacky to drive. So it's in that spirit. Anti-gravity racing. That's funny. What if my left eye is in good shape? I had surgery on my left eye on December 7th. As for my right eye retina is... it's detached. What? In multiple places, all wrinkled up right now. Oh my god. I'm probably making that out to be more terrible than what it is, but oh god, I hope you're okay. I hope that gets situated, because that is freaking... that sounds... my eyes. I hope that gets situated. Best of luck with that. Thank you for updating me on that situation. Well, that saga could go nowhere because when I bet 200, it could be reduced to 0. Okay. I found a crazy setup for attendance games for intermediates. I could run sub 29 lap time. That's damn. If NASCAR YouTubers were based on movies, what if would be like Batman roots would be like Barbie? What? What? What is how? I feel like I would be the Joker or something. I feel like moves would be more of like, I don't know. I feel like he would be more like the Riddler or something. But yeah. Well, we got the car stuff situated. Like we have all that. Also, he's also specified it was the Busch series, so that's what we're gonna be running today. Now, for what I noticed in race now and like the regular quick races and stuff, there isn't any lap length difference from the Cup to the Busch. In fact, I will prove that right now. We're going to go into... Actually, I went to the wrong one. Let's go to Cup first. I'm just going to pick a random person. Go. And Red Bull, 400 laps. Straight up 400 laps in Cup. Now, when you go to Busch Series, it is... I'm going to pick my driver for this race. It is, in fact, going to be the 86, when you saw in the thumbnail, which is Joe Nemechek's 87 car, which I always liked it. Also, 87, one of my family members, also George Suprick the third, he was a sprint car driver. He always went with the number 87 and drove that number. So I always kind of relate that 87 to George Suprick and everything. I never really connected with Joe Nemechek. That's just to me, though. Most people would connect with Joe Nemechek, but for me, it's something else. So we're going with him. It's a nice looking paint scheme. I'm gonna go with that. Red Bull has two options: 350 laps and 400. So I was just sitting there thinking, what race length should I go with? Because that wasn't ever specified. No matter what, like which version. Because apparently there's a White River 350 and a Switch Track 400. Switch track just kind of sounds like a lazy name, like, oh, well, you switch the track, so that's what we're going to call it. But this game actually went above and beyond. It actually gave it, like, unique, like, logo and everything, so they at least tried. I mean, it's a lazy name, but they at least tried with the logo design. What if my left eye is doing well? That's good. That's good, Michael Turner. I'm glad to hear that. KGB with the Joker, Tyler Reddick fell 100% of that. Yeah. I agree. Do both. I think that would be like a 500 lap stream. 500 lap stream? What the fuck does that mean? See, this is what happens when I speak, my brain can't load into it quick enough. I don't know what this is, but damn. Chat saying 400. I was thinking that too. Chat wants me to go insane. Even Elite Precision came out of the freaking donut hole that he was from, and he's just like 400. That's not at all what he says. That's terrible. But yeah, we're gonna do 400. I don't know why I said 500. I was gonna say like 5 hours, like a 5-hour stream. But then it just came out as 500. My brain just could not. My mouth, my brain were just not synced together. But yeah, doing both would be a really long stream. But before we actually get into the stream, I don't want to forget this. And I need to get this pattern down. Because I keep freaking messing it up. But thank you, channel members, for supporting the channel. That is 62 currently with the 4 Patreon. I appreciate that. Obviously, with being members, you get early access videos, like the newest Thunder 03 video that is up for members only. Will be up tomorrow, but it is up early in advance, as well as channel emotes like what Hollow did in the chat with the emojis and other stuff, like the nerd thing, and I belched. That's disrespectful. But that is yeah, thank you for the members. I appreciate that. We're still at 62. I feel like it's going to drop at some point, depending on how this all cycles out. But hey, that's a lot more than I ever thought I was going to get, so I'm thankful for either option. Thank you. Obviously, there's my face up above watching you. Keeping an eye out on them, making sure they're in line. The Nectarine Club. You're all what was I say? Nectarines? What does that mean? Nectarines to me. I appreciate it. As always, thank you for doing that. Here we go. So, let's get into it. Obviously, with me clicking over, that's just that Dolphin emulator thing. I can't control that. I mean, you did 1,000 laps at Bristol on Heat 5 just to boost your ego versus Bruce. Yeah, I did do that because I led more laps than him. See, whenever I beat him in a race, he just gets so scared. He doesn't even say anything. He just hides back into his freaking butter rum muffin. Like he has like, because when I went mini golfing with him, he had a giant like butter rum muffin in the back of his seat. He said that he needs that to smell, like, to get like the odor of it into his car. Because he needs that. Like, he needed that. He was like, I need every advantage I get on you, so I need that butter rum muffin smell. And it's like a giant one. I think he kind of sleeps in it. Like, he literally like buries a hole in it and just covers himself in like that's why there's so much crumbs in his chair. He complains about crumbs in his chair. That's where it comes from. And sometimes when I see him stream, there's like freaking butter rum muffins all over. So, and also, I forgot to do this. But this is what I'm going to do to Michael Two Scoops. He freaking punched his chair. He's like, that's what I think of what if I want to be freaking punch my chair. Well, you know what? I freaking... you know what I'm going to do? He was punching. He was doing freaking like the aura to the freaking chair. Well, you know what? I got something better. He was like freaking like doing this to his chair. Well, watch the freaking... Yeah, freaking kicking him ass. Oh, I almost put my pants down. I grabbed out of my pant. I stepped on my pant leg and almost ripped my whole pants down. But freaking, I need to be faster at it. But you get the point. I spat all over myself. I wish I can get better at it. I want to kick like up and down like really fast, but I can't do it. But you know what? We're doing good. I'm getting gassed, and that's really sad. But I tried. All right. Anyways, back to stream. I just had to, you know, assert my dominance and just kick my stuff. So, oh my God, he's in chat. You're so full of shit, you nectarine looking fool. Oh shit. I'm gonna kidnap that duck. But how am I a duck? I'm a nectarine. Can't just change the lore after I kick you out the half open window. Damn. Well, either way, I think he's gonna do well in his Bristol race. How about that? I think you're gonna do very well. Very well. Very, very well. I'm gonna kick you straight in the Adam's apple. But your name is Nectarine, so it's a nectarine apple. Well, I don't even think nectarines have an Adam's apple, so I think I'm kind of safe in that area. But I'm really glad the duck and the nectarine. Stop! My sister gave that to me, like, I think when I was born. That thing is, like, older than me. It's, like, 35 years old. And I use it. Sometimes it's nice to cuddle. See, Moobs, you're lucky in your because you got your girlfriend. What's her name again? Hold on. Girlfriend Tahana Majogany. I don't know how to pronounce your girlfriend. See, you get Snuggles. I don't. That is my only option. And also, I kind of sleep better hugging it. But I also got a body pillow, too, so that kind of... A clear body. There's nothing... Hold on, let me flip my bed. See, wait, hold on. Can I go full face scan for this? See, the body pillow is... There's nothing in it. I should get, like, a Moob's body pillow and just, like, put it on top of it. But... Because sometimes when I sleep, I like to have my leg up on something. I don't know why... But it helps. I wish I knew why, but I don't know why I'm giving a backstory of how I sleep. Don't you full name her like that. Look at the all caps. Well, if you want to help with the ban list on YouTube, I found it. It was some settings menu at the bottom left of the Creator Studio page. Alright, let me go to full face cam. Let me try to get that situated. Because, I don't think I've used it. Oh, I finally got age restricted on the cold water challenge. Wow, what a freaking... They're like 6 years late on that. I don't even know where the hell to go. Butchley. You won't allow a Butch... Oh my God. You allow a Butch like Bruce to infiltrate your stream. That's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. Me and Moobs... I almost said Moop, but we got a reference. But I don't know how to unban someone. Like, if I haven't done it myself. Because all I see is dashboard, content, analytics, comics, subtitles, copyright, earn, customization. Can't be customization. I don't know how to frickin' unban someone. Man is stalling because he's scared. I mean, maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. But sometimes JC will say something and it makes me wonder. It's like I'm trying to do it. The above the comments. Oh, that channel analytics. Okay. Um. Oh my god, I can't frickin' find it. Is it under advanced mode? That can't be it. I think I've like used it twice in the history I've ever used it. Like once when I was setting up like stream stuff, it was like, hey, maybe not have people say like racial slurs or something. Like I tried, I muted like a whole bunch of words back then. I think I adjusted it once after that. So this might be like the third time I've ever even looked at it. Oh my god, I'm looking right the fuck at it. Permissions? No. Channel? Um, uh, community. Okay. Okay, I saw it. Okay, I see it. Alright, I found it. Thank you, JC, for the help. I just removed him. I guess I never knew that. I never knew if someone like I guess like a moderator other than me blocks them. Actually, I get to see it. So, all right. So I just unmuted him. Or I guess technically unban him. I don't know. So maybe he should be able to comment in chat. Maybe you deserved a timeout, but I don't think being banned. In the moment I was like, yeah, I agree. But then they literally like the next stream I say something really stupid. So like, how am I any? Why would I want to try to police someone when I can't even police myself apparently? So yeah, I think that's situated now. I got that saved. But yeah, let's get into the race. Let's do this freaking stream. I'm sorry I'm delaying it too much. How's your job going? It's going good. So we got everything situated. We have all setup stuff done. Let's race. 400 laps. Let's get into it. Also, Bill Weber has a little commentary section, so I'm gonna let him talk. I dropped my cap. No. Oh my god. There we go. All right. There we go. Got it. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I'm gonna get my water.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to today's NASCAR Busch Series event, the Switch Track 400. The Red Ball Raceway is proud to bring you the racing action here tonight as we present some of the best NASCAR racing of the year at this down-home short track. EA Sports brings you flag-to-flag coverage of tonight's event as we get set for the drop of the green flag.
Thank you, Bill Weber, for that. I got to hear all of that because my fridge is right over there. So I got my drinkies. That's all I was trying to say. God, I needed that. All right. I'm hydrated. I saw yesterday Jerry Punch interviewed Hamlin. I saw that. I literally thought it was like a joke. I thought someone just like interspliced his audio onto the video. I literally thought it was fake. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I didn't know he still did it. That's really cool though. NASCAR Busch Series. Yeah, it's probably yeah. Well, here we go. Here's the setup in question. Let me just go through this real quick. I'm pretty positive. I actually had to do 2 practice runs because the first one I did, I actually messed up the setup. But tire pressure's at 19, downforce 74 and 60, suspension 35 and 70. I got it confused originally because I thought 35 was both of those. But I do think I had it like 35 and 35, but it was 35 and 70, so I had that wrong. But wedge is that. Gear ratio was just preset 2. So we have all that situated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to qualify. So I purposely put myself in last. So when the other jacket comes in, should I just throw the Kurt Birch one away? I don't know what you want to do, because I feel bad to throw it away, because it sounds like it's good quality. So maybe just send both of them to me. I don't know. Maybe just do that. That'd be funny to kind of show in stream. So just send me both. That'd probably be best. I don't want it to go to waste. Just send me both. I'm just glad that got situated and you can actually order the other one. I'm assuming for free. Or at least they're gonna compensate you for that, and they're not gonna charge you more. Good, thank you, Corey Freet. Thank you for stopping by. So that's what I would have you do, is that. Well, yeah. So let me purposely qualify last. I love the Bill Weber praise in the chat. I agree, Elite Precision 20 Killer 29. I say Killer. That's not his username. I agree. It's nice to see. So we're gonna purposely qualify last here, and I have not done a full 100% race. I've done 25%ers off camera, but I think for the most part, this will be kind of an experiment to see what on earth this is gonna be like. Because I've not done a full race, so it'll be interesting. And with this setup combo, it's at first not awful. Like it's a little bit loose, but it's manageable. But on the long run is where it gets bad. So I'm expecting to wreck like myself, not like with wrecking other AIs, but wrecking like where my car spins out. It's gonna probably be around lap 60, 70. Also, that's what I mean about the logo. Do you see that there? I like the. Hold on, can I? How do I? Over there. I like that. How do I? Yeah, yeah, it's good. Ow. So it's that thumbnail. It is foreshadowing probably. Did I just not? I did qualify last. Oh my god. I thought I literally like didn't qualify. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Being able to watch car and practice. Yeah, there's so much in these games from this time period that are just not only nostalgic, but just objectively good to see. Cause I always liked it. I just thought it just looked nice, sleek. It's sleek presentation like that. Obviously, 05 has a lot of things where it starts to take things away, but it kept that, which is good. I don't know if there's other NASCAR games beyond this that still kept this or not. I don't remember. It's been so long, but no, it was not taking. I literally got that last night. I got that stuff from last night when I was streaming. Not streaming, recording. I enjoyed these games, but as a kid, I never understood the controller did, so yeah. But, well, here we go. 400 laps. We're going to see what happens. I know it's going to be scary. Chat, we're all going to hold our hands like this. Not like this, but like this. Like this. Why? I don't know, but we're gonna get through this. And it's gonna be something. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get too pissed. I'm probably gonna get pissed, but I'm looking forward to this. I feel like it is doable. Let's stop yapping. Let's get into this. Alright, P last on the bottom lane. And the saga begins. 400 laps at Red Bull. And I don't really know how long the fuel cycle is. I might be 100 laps, might be not. I'm not quite sure. I've only done 25%, so I don't know what it is beyond that. Right now, I'm just going to pass people, try to get up to the front as quickly as possible. Ooh, boy. The other thing, too, that's kind of throwing me off is once in a while, when I'm going in the corners and the car gets a little bit sideways, the emulator lags, and I don't really know why. It sometimes chugs. I don't know why they checked up a lot more in that particular corner, but hey, we got it to work. And I still don't know how to drive the car properly. At first, I was thinking, okay, let's brake a little bit early just to kind of coast in the corner. And sometimes it almost seems better just to kind of send it in the corner for it to not get loose. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, so far so good. Now, obviously with this game, another big problem with this game that people like to cover their ears and go la 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 about is tire wear is broken. You get it, but the AI don't. So it makes racing borderline unplayable, extremely unfair. So, I mean, we saw this at Nazareth when we did that last year before the North Wilkesboro race, where I got like a 7-second lead, and then once tire wear kicked in, I lost that 7-second lead. In fact, I lost about like 8 seconds. So tire wear is horrifically broken, and this track and everything will be no different. So it'll be very important to just try to get the lead as quickly as we can and try to pull away, so when the tire wear does kick in, we have a lead buffer. But I'm going to try my best to reach out. Obviously, with the short track, it's really, really hard to do that because there's just not much time. I can glance over and look at it with these short straightaways. But I'm going to try. Obviously, probably the best way to get my attention is to super chat or donate or whatever option you prefer if you have something to tell me. Not that you have to, but that would probably be the best way to get my bitch ass attention. That is all. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting up to the field, which we are doing a very good job on. We're already up to 15th. And as you kind of see now with the car, it's... At first, I didn't even think it was that bad. It's a little bit loose, but nothing undrivable. Once we get about maybe 20 laps into the run, 25, 30, that's where it really starts to begin showing its true colors. So I want to try to get to the lead as quickly as I can, which we are doing just that. The AI aren't blocking me a ton. They're giving me a lot of nice room. They're not being absolute pricks or big meanie heads. Maybe prick is a big meanie word. I don't know, but we're doing pretty good. I do want a preference. Just because we're doing really good now doesn't mean we're going to be like this throughout the rest of the race. No, once tire wear kicks in, it is going to change the complexity of the race. We're going to lose spots, so it's so important to just build up this gap while I can. Get up to the field as fast as possible and all that stuff. I know I've reiterated that point like 3 times. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be really careful. Try my best to not squeal the tires as I just did there. I want to try to manage it as best as possible. If I've ever learned anything with this game, is nothing is as easy as it may seem. That's a casual 3 wide. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's our first scrape of stuff for today. Okay, we got finally. That was our first like AI contact, and it took until we got to 4th. All right, got that situated. Now we just have to run down. Who is in that 59 2004? I don't know. That's a fantasy car. Ron Hornaday, I know he's leading. I'm not going to forget that. Just got to find an opening here. He's blocking. We finally got to the inside of him. He actually outdrove me in there in that corner. He just flat out just got the better of me there. I'm kind of impressed by that. I was expecting to, I don't know, pass him. Look at the blocks. What a punk. And because of him blocking so aggressively, I mean, that actually gave him the bottom lane there, and he's going to pass Hornaday. Now I can't pass Hornaday. That is a problem. Surprised it's taken until now for the AI to really start blocking for position. I guess it makes sense to some extent, but then again, we're only lap 24 of the race. Is it really that necessary to block? I don't know. I'm no expert. There we go. Got an opening to the bottom. Just got nailed the corner. Hornaday gives me room. Thank you for that. Alright. Alright, just got nailed this corner. Hit our marks. Ooh, there's that. There's that. Ooh, boy. I don't know how I saved that, but we're still going. Yeah, using that bottom does work, does help you rotate, but if you get all 4 wheels on there, equals bad. And that is not what I need. That was freaking terrifying. I wish I had a thumb cam, because there are points around here where I'm turning left, but then I quickly just flick the stick to the right just to counter it. And sometimes I'm doing that. Now, ideally, I would like to just be by myself. So I kind of need the whole track to really drive, as we're finally clear of Hornaday. New leader. Now the next operation of plan is just run away, build up a massive lead, and try my best as humanly possible to not wreck. Because at some point, this car will get almost undrivable, and I will wreck. I don't know when that point's going to come. I want to have a big lead before that occurs. But even right now, it's starting to get to that point. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. So I think I got the lead at, like, the best time. But yeah, I don't know if you could see it through the car, but it is funky. It is funky feeling. This is definitely like a case where the challenge is fun. It's definitely a goofy setup, but at least it's like doable. It's not to the point where it's like undrivable. There is an element of fun, though. Maybe I won't be feeling that like 300 laps from now when I'm like wrecked and destroyed and I'm like a lap down somehow. But for right now, it feels pretty nice. And we are building up a gap from Hornaday just a little bit. I wish I could have got the lead a little bit sooner, so I could have built up that gap more, but we're just going to try to do our best to build up that lead. It's hard to even anticipate what to do. But I am kind of babying the throttle a little bit, blipping the throttle a little bit. So I'm trying my best to be very careful on that. But yeah, we built up a little bit over a second. Man, if this game just had like accurate tire fall off where the player and the AI have the same type of tire degradation, this would be such a much more balanced game with that. Because I will tell you, when you go into like the chase for the cup, and you do races where it happened to be my career mode twice, where I run really well. In fact, I will win like 6 or 7 out of the 10 races. But those 3 races where I don't win, I just literally finish last because the AI player tire fall off does not exist. So tracks like Dover and Homestead are just impossible. They're just straight up impossible. There might be another track in there that I'm somehow missing. Maybe it's Kansas. I'm not really sure, but either way, I would go into those races with such a big point lead, then lose all of it because I just straight up can't compete with them on that level. And I went through like 2 seasons of that happening. Even in the final 3rd season of the Cup Series section, I still had that issue. So it was just a nightmare. getting, like, once we got to the Cup Series, that's where, like, the real horror of the game showed. Also, why is Truex back here in last? That is not right for Truex in 2004, where he won the championship and was competitive. That does not... I'm a little bit offended by that. And Las Vegas. Yep, Vegas too. There's just certain tracks where that wear, when you have it, is more painful than usual. So now we got another section to worry about in the race is lap traffic. As you see, this car in front of me is blocking, chopping me off, doing everything he can, and it's making it really hard to pass him. Especially in a race where I need to gain as much as I can over second place or when a tire fall-off happens, so, yeah. Also, we have our first engine failure. Please give me room. Thank you. Finally. He was really, really blocking me there, but we finally got bombed. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Hornaday. Is he going to have the same trouble getting around lap traffic? Is he not? I don't know yet. But right now, we're kind of in a nice rhythm. Oh, a little contact with the AI. There were 3 wide there. They didn't like that. Can I squeeze in here on the bottom? Yes, I can. Beautiful. More AI scrapage. I heard that. I heard a big tunk there. But now we're at this point in the run where the car, maybe I'm just so used to it that even though it's typically bad, I kind of feel comfortable with it. It's kind of hit this this null spot, or just a grace period. I don't know what the right terminology is, but it's gonna get bad at some point. And it hasn't quite hit yet. Lap 50. Don't know when pitting or when we're gonna get halfway on fuel. We're not even close to hitting halfway on fuel, so maybe it's, geez, lap 100 we're gonna hit halfway on fuel. I don't know. Maybe lap 75, 80. I'm not really sure, but I don't really think I can realistically go 150 laps on this pair of tires with how it gets. I guess we're gonna see. But for right now, we're just lapping a bunch of cars. This is also really good in case our race just goes downhill south very quickly. At least if we have to pit or something, then we won't have too many cars to worry about. Ooh, it didn't like that corner. So we're getting our first signs of the car being weird. Thank God I can clip the apron a little bit and doesn't just send me into a what is it? What am I trying to say? Into a tailspin. Also, I think what I'm gonna do when I do go down pit road, I'm gonna probably pause it and just read chat for a few minutes just to interact. It's just really, really hard to do it at a track like this, and I don't want to ignore chat. So maybe I'll do that for like maybe 5 minutes, and I'll get back into the race. I usually don't like to do it because it breaks immersion, but for the sake of the stream, for the sake of entertainment, and I think this is probably an exception where doing that is okay, just to engage in chat a little bit. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But currently at this point, we're starting to lose a little bit of time to second place. We're dropping a bit. I don't know if that's because I was stuck in lap traffic. Maybe it was, I'm not really sure, but we were losing a little bit of time there. I'm not really sure what lap time the AIs run. I think they just run around a consistent 15.4 the entire time. So at some point, they're going to probably start running me down, and eventually I'm going to start getting slower and slower. As you can kind of see, the car is getting... It's starting to get a little bit eviler. That's not a word, but I made it into one. Yeah, we lost about 3/10 there. I don't know how on earth I'm going to manage to stay out for 150 laps, maybe. If that's, I'm assuming what the fuel load's going to be. So we are definitely hemorrhaging track position track interval. What I do know, as long as we don't lose too much time, we were able to make up so much ground. So even if we lose the lead and maybe we're behind by maybe 3 seconds, I feel like we can make all that time up because the car is just that fast on a short run. And for about 40 laps even, we're still pretty quick, so I think it's possible. And this thing just does weird things. I don't know what the hell that was doing. I don't know what it was doing to 1 and 2 there. I'm just off the throttle, just letting it just roll, and it's just like wiggling and wobbling all over. I will say this is definitely a challenge I think more people need to take up on, because I do think it's fun. It does have that fine line of being drivable but not being absolutely broken. I think it'll be fun. I mean, if I'm cruising through this so far with minimal problems, okay, that was a big problem there, but I feel like my goal 2 scoops of dupe would have an even harder time because I am the better racer. So if I'm having a bit of trouble, then I feel like Moops will have a lot of trouble. And he will be crying into his muffin butter bed. I don't know. I don't know how many cars we lapped up to this point, but looks like we're lapping a good bit. But yeah, we're definitely losing time. Kind of curious, when am I going to lose the lead? I feel like before lap 100 is a safe bet, but I feel like we need something a little more specific. I feel like with how much I'm losing, I might lose it before lap 90. Ooh, alright. I'm assuming Hornaday's getting through traffic without much of a problem, which is a shame because I need that buffer. Boy, it's, oh my god, I don't even know what it's trying to do now. It's definitely, it's gotten to that point. It has absolutely gotten to that weird point. Yeah, I can actually see Hornaday in my mirror, which is not good. I need to put more lap cars in between me and him. It's good. I feel like it's going to happen at some point. This is like a case where I know at some point this car is going to spin. I'm going to try to not get mad. I can feel it in my future. Man, it just, I don't know what it's doing there. It just, it's starting to do things that I can't even, oh my god, I can't even explain what it's trying to do now. How is the fuel load that long? It's, oh boy, it's, yeah, we're about to get passed by Kitty Walsh. Let's get back down the bottom. Let's get back down the bottom. Yeah, I think lap 90 is too early for prediction. It's going to happen even sooner than that. Maybe even before lap 80. Because it is just gotten, like, wicked. Even if I'm trying to go in the corner and just let it roll, it just wants to wreck itself. But all I can really try to do now is just hold the bottom. The less it does the wiggle wobbles, the better. My lap times aren't even that off. I'm maybe 1/10 off of what the AI are running. But that's just enough for me to hemorrhage time, so... Okay, that was a 15.7. That was not really that good. Yeah, he's there. He's absolutely there. I gotta think... I want to try to be smart about this, because I know he's going to catch me. I know he's going to pass me. All I want to do is just make sure I don't wreck myself. If he gets by me and he passes me on the outside, then so be it. Like I was saying, if I'm maybe 3 seconds back, I could probably catch that up just through just pitting. But that was a 15.1 last lap, so that wasn't really all that bad. probably even hear me clicking and clacking on the controller, but there is a lot of counter steering being done. That's 666. That is evil. That of all lap times for me to get, why does it have to be that number? That is cursed. This race is giving me bad vibes all over the place if it's giving me that type of freaking monstrous combo. Oh my god, I don't know what it wanted to do there. When am I going to get halfway on fuel? Is it really going to be like a one pit stop race at this point? Like, how long is the fuel load going to be? Honestly, it seems like when I'm not around lap traffic, I could put down decent lap times. Like, we're able to actually... Oh boy, oh my god. I was about to say we're actually able to pull on Hornaday a little bit. So that's interesting to note. But yeah, lap traffic being a problem like the real Bristol race in real life. Honestly, it almost seems like hitting, like, kind of blipping the gas a little bit gets the car straight a little bit. It's hard to explain, but okay, we're halfway in fuel, so 87 laps, so 164 is apparently how long we can go. Good to know. I don't know if I could personally even go that far. We're about to lap Taco Bell Martin Truex for a second time. That's disappointing. But it is weird. It is really weird. Like, literally hitting the gas at times in the middle of the corner gets the car more straight. What is it doing? I don't know what it was doing there. Hornaday, if you're going to get by me, go around the outside. That's the only thing I can say to you. I am not going to give up this bottom lane. Ooh, I actually got sort of tight off that corner. I don't know what that means, but I just wish I didn't have to deal with lap traffic. Oh my god. Almost gave up the lead there. It's starting to even get worse now. I thought it was bad before. It's getting even worse. I'm really curious if other people do this challenge, like 100% race length, how long they can go without wrecking themselves. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna pull a record or anything. I'm gonna like keep that for the history of the record universe of the universe. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like I'm doing a pretty decent, commendable job. Also, Hornaday, I was actually one lap. I was able to get a 15.8 there. I don't know how I did it for that one lap, but I would guarantee lap traffic probably wasn't in the way. This 00 car is giving me room. I think that's Jason Leffler at that point in time. Oh my god. I thought I was going to hit that 4 car of Mike Skinner. So I kind of like overreacted. And now we got Kyle Busch now clawing at me. Now we got 3 people after me. Now this is really now it's turning into like the truck race where we're having like a 3-car battle for lead, or 3-truck battle. Well, it was 3-truck battle, but this would be like a 3-car battle. I got 15 out again. I'm surprised. I guess the car actually has a lot more in it. Just worrying about lap traffic is making this a lot tougher. My Pennsylvania accent's really coming in when I say worrying. There's a lot of emphasis on words there. Now, when I remember what I was saying, I was going to lose the lead around lap 90. I was wrong. I mean, at the rate that they were closing in on me, I thought for sure they were going to get by me. I just gave up that bomb lane. That was a bad idea. All right, we're clear. Oh my God, car. What is... Stop, stop, stop. Whew. Okay. Almost lost the lead there. Was able to get it back. It was just fortunate enough. What's really good right now, unless things go horribly wrong, is even if we do lose the lead and we're only back by maybe a second or two, that is easily... We can easily gain that back after we pit, and I can build up a bigger lead, so then the second half of the run, we can go even further, or at least build up that gap even more, and so we don't have to worry about them being at my throat constantly. Also, very realistic of Robbie Gorin in the 55 car in the Busch Series 2004 to be in the way. Very, very accurate that he's going to be stubborn. All right, that's a drift. That's our second big drift where we got tire smoke. All right, duly noted. Man, Robbie Gorin's just... I'm going to try to bait him up high and cut down low, but can't really do that. Car kind of doesn't like to really do super specific maneuverability, but he did give me the bomb lane there. Thank you. Just swoop on down low, get that spot. Other random lap car. Also, another thing I'm noticing too, every time the emulator chugs a little bit when I'm getting sideways, it kind of messes up how I go through the corner. And I know I don't want to just start blaming emulator lag, but it throws me off when I'm trying to be very precise in my movements, and then the frames drop like 15 frames for that particular corner, and it really messes with my head. I truly can't believe I've even made it this far. I thought I was going to wreck like 60 laps in. Some of these cars, I don't even know if they're 2 laps down, 1 lap down now. And I don't got race stats information like in Thunder 04, because they took that out of the game, because I guess that just wasn't a feature people cared for. So I truly don't know who's 2 laps down, who's 1 lap down. Who are people that are really trying to fight on lead lap that kind of makes sense, others that don't make any sense if they're already a lap down. Like, I don't know. Man, I hate it when they chop me down like that, because I feel like I'm going to hit we're going to make contact, and bad things are going to happen. Alright, finally, to the inside of him. Alright, he's giving me room. Beautiful. And after that, the herd gets a little less thick, so it shouldn't be as scary. But Kyle Busch, as well as Ron Hornaday, just continue to be at my freaking back bumper, just waiting for me to make a mistake, which is inevitably going to happen. Because one of these times I'm going to go through the corner, and the car is just going to get out of control, or one of the AI are just going to chop me off. And that's going to cause me to spin, because this nose is, the front of this car is so out of control in general. Just somebody breathes on it the wrong way, it's going to spin. So a tap from the back end of my nose is from their back end of my nose is going to be catastrophic. See that like weird jitter it does? I don't understand that. So people should be pitting our lap around 160. So, oh my God, the fact we got 40 more laps with this car. Oh my God! All right, that was scary. I don't know how I'm gonna make that last. If I can, I really don't know, because it seems like at this point it's absolutely gonna be a 2-stop race. I think the AI are smart enough to short pit a little bit early. Jesus Christ, car. Oh, now the tire's getting worn. Alright, would have never thought that. emulator like chugged there. Just, I don't know why I was freaking out so badly. Oh my god. Alright, it almost wrecked there. I don't understand that. It's trying. It's really, really trying now. I see a super chat in the corner of my eye. I'm gonna let the thing read it. Because it's hard to look.
They should build Red Ball Raceway in real life. Keep up the great content.
Oh. My front horn. Thank you, NASCAR 48. I see that. I agree. Red Ball should be a track in real life. I mean, it's short track, so it should be realistically possible to create it. It wouldn't cost as much as like 1.5 miles or 2 miles, so it could exist. I mean, EA has predicted, or these games have predicted a lot of stuff that would eventually come to fruition, like a Chicago street course and racing inside a Coliseum of sorts or something. And apparently NASCAR is in talks with having a race at a baseball stadium, so this game's going to kind of predict that somewhat again. So wouldn't be surprising. Of all the tracks, you would think something like a Red Ball would be more realistically possible to be made than a street course. I don't know. Weird how they predicted some stuff that actually came to reality in real life. I will agree with that. But thank you for the kind words. I will try my best to keep up the good work. It's nice people tune in to watch me. Sometimes I don't think I'm all that awesome or special. So I'm very humbled to hear that. Anyways, I don't know if JJ Yaley's for position. I don't know if that's another person I have to worry about. But man, this car is getting freaking awful. Alright, fine. I give it up. I can't hang on anymore. Jesus Christ. The emulator's chugging, the game is chugging. I can't have that as I'm like once there's tire smoke up on the smoke, it does not like that. So finally, after 126 laps or however long it was we lost lead, I can't think of trying to catch up to him. I can't. So I'm gonna like subconsciously try to push the car more and more. Have to just kind of run my own race. If I just so happen to be able to pre-pass him, you know, that'll be a nice bonus. But right now, it's just all about survival. That's more tire smoke, so rip frames. When we come back to that next lap, I'm sweating. It is sweaty and pancakey in here now. In fact, I have to go to like lap 160. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to hang out for another 30 laps. This car has already gotten bad. Hornaday's in some pretty hectic lap traffic. I'm trying my best to get around Strummy, but he just keeps fucking blocking me. Like, why? It is getting nasty. Kind of scared how much time I'm gonna lose. Oh my god. Oh my lord. It's just awful now. I can't even explain. Oh, they're pitting early. Hey, my pit window may be open. That's actually a lot earlier than what I thought it was going to be. Oh, that's a blessing. I didn't know that. Yeah, let's pit with them. Give me room. Thank you. 4 tires. I mean, I guess there's not really any repair damage. We'll repair any. Okay, beautiful. Hey, that worked out. That worked out perfectly. Let me read chat here. I'm sorry. I just want to. Okay. That is a freaking gauntlet. That I'm so glad the AI pit like 30 laps early. This is not pitting early. What does that mean? What does that mean? The fuel load was like 164. They pitted like 26, 28 laps early. I'm okay with that if they're going to do that. I need freaking tires. It was getting horrible. Robbie Gardner won a Busch race in 04. Yes, he did. Richmond. Imagine if you're driving a Cup car, it'd be worth. I'm kind of curious about that because I think there is a difference with the Busch and Cup cars, but I don't know if it's. I don't know. I'm gonna have to test that off camera to see what that's gonna be like, because I really don't know what the Cup car would be like here. Make sure your controller doesn't die. Yeah, I put in new batteries. 03 and 04 are the only NASCAR games you played. Hello, NASCAR 48. I'm sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Those leagues had the most insufferable joy-crushing handling model. Yeah, I never liked it. What part PA? I don't want to say. I don't want to disclose that information. So 130, 135, 270. So it will be kind of a clear-cut two-stop race. So kind of perfect the AI are doing that. And now that we're kind of during this cycle, we were only about a second behind Hornaday, so we can maybe get the lead pretty quickly, or it shouldn't take us too long to get to the lead, and then really, really start just building up a gap, because the fact I was able to hold them off for that long, I think as long as this cycles through normally, like this should be, like we should be in really good shape. We just have to just keep nailing our marks and everything. So we're gonna go back green here. Going back green, what am I saying? Going back to unpausing it, what am I saying? I can't even talk. But yeah, car has minimal damage. There's a tiny bit of hood damage, which I don't even know where that came from. Bit of donut marks. There must be yellow. That's why there's no pit sign. Son of a bitch. Is that it? Is that why? Oh, that kind of threw me off. Why was I not getting like the pit road time? I kind of confused by that. I don't know why I didn't get the normal pit road sign or the normal pit road time stuff. That kind of threw me off. I thought there was I honestly thought there was a yellow for that. So now we're just gonna see where this cycle is at. I see Ron Hornaday up the road a little bit. We should absolutely definitely cycle out second. Ooh, lap car, don't you... Why are we stopping, like, hundreds of feet before the guy leaving pit road? That did not make any sense. What is this frickin' blocking and chopping me off? Just... I need to get to Hornaday. I need to build up that gap. We had about a 2-second lead before everything started to fall apart, so I need an even bigger gap. I need, like, 3+ seconds. I can bait him up high, cut down low. Ooh, that's... You know what? That's like one of the rare times I'm okay with a bit of contact. You can't just do that to a lead lap car. Okay, so we're a second and a half back, so we might have lost maybe half a second during that pit cycle. I'm not really sure, but we're closing in that gap fast. He is having trouble with lap traffic, so that's also going to help us out a ton. Frickin' chopping me off and shit. It just can get really annoying really fast. I wonder if this race is going to be like how the real life one was on Sunday at Bristol where there was only 5 cars on lead lap. It might be possible if we're going to keep going green. That was actually a normal green flag cycle. Yeah, he's having a hard time getting around David Green. And he's cutting me off. We're about to go for the race lead. Perfect. Now we got 30 plus laps to try to build up that gap. I think Torres to the inside. No, he's not. All right. Stop with the blocking. There's going to be a wreck because of that. I can feel it. Because just... Oh, at some point, we're going to get a nice run through the corner. And then we're going to get to the inside of him. Not that time, but... we'll get there. We're actually... both of us are pulling away from Hornaday, so that's... funny to think about now. There we go. Finally got to the inside of him. We booped him, but I don't think that boop really affected him. But we're good. We actually cleared him. That was a pain in the ass. It didn't need to be like that. Remember in the EA games where the announcers would talk about how you pass like 1,000 cars? I don't think we're gonna get to that number, but it feels like we're gonna pass at least like 500 cars in this race. I don't know if anyone's insane enough to count them up after the stream is over, but there is definitely well over 100 plus cars that I've lapped, or at least passed. So now, just gotta build up that gap. Lap traffic isn't super crazy thick, so should be able to build up a good distance. Hey, fastest lap of the race, 15.1. I don't think I can get a 14.9, but that's not bad. That's what's really weird about this setup. It's as goofy as it is. The short run, it's pretty fast. It just, when it gets on a long run though, it gets nasty. But at least we know we can pit around lap 260. And hopefully the AI do the same as well. I don't know if they're going to be dumb or smart enough to stay out longer with that. I don't really know what they're going to do. Again, it's the first time doing like a 100% race at this track, so I don't know what their pit strategy is going to be like. I don't know who's in that 6 car. I don't know if that's Aaron Crocker yet, but whoever it is, they were definitely blocking a good bit. Hopefully I'm doing Irishman proud with this. I feel like he's sitting there with his big old cigar, just being like, I knew my boy would have it in him. He has like posters up on his wall, and like all the times he's asked me to do this challenge as like a reference, he's like probably has them like all over his living room and everything. Somebody at work's asking him to do a favor, and she's like, "You talking about Red Bull? You talking about Red Bull?" So I asked Dale to do it, he did it. Why is it what if do it? I'm getting too animated. I gotta dial it back, or I'm gonna wreck myself. But we are building up a nice gap over 2 seconds. That's about what it was before the first cycle, and that was with me starting last. So we should, in theory, have a bigger lead this time. That's a little boop there, and that AI driver has a bit of hood damage. I don't know where that really came from. Wish I had the backstory to that, because it is interesting. Man, I wish the lap cars can figure it out and maybe not block me, because boy howdy does it get old. I wish there were, again, maybe I'm asking for too much out of a 2004 game, but I wish the AI would have common sense where if they are already a lap down, don't block the leader. But if they're like battling to stay on the lead lap, maybe I can rationalize it a little bit. That's all. Ashton Lewis with a lot of damage. What happened to him? There's something's going on around this track that I'm not fully aware of, because that is a lot of damage to the right side and hood. Hey, there's Bobby Hamilton up there. I think, as a fun fact, Bobby Hamilton Jr., I think, not retweeted. He shared one of NASCAR Nixon's, like, top 5, like, Bobby Hamilton Jr. crashes or something. He, like, shared it on his Facebook page. And that was cool. That was cool that he did. Now, that's, yeah, you know, it was neat. Also, I guess what's forgotten in the annals of history is Bobby Hamilton Jr. was one of those people in the championship battle in 2003 in the Busch Series. That was cool. That's probably a cool story to tell people. And what's kind of wild is even drivers that aren't super crazy successful, I'm sure they probably got a whole bunch of interesting stories about stuff. But at this point, we're building up a really good lead. This is what I need. Over 4 seconds. Still growing. Lap traffic's kind of affecting that a little bit, but it seems like I get a run off turn 4, and that's usually where I am able to make the pass. I glanced at chat. I'm sorry, JC, I didn't go to Longhorn with you. That was back when my back was in pain. I really didn't feel like doing really anything else after that race. I just wanted to go home and rest. It hurt really fucking bad. Usually, it used to, like, it would bother me, but that was probably like the worst pain I've ever experienced with it since maybe when I would get out of work, when I had that issue when like I would come home and like I could barely even walk. It was just excruciating. I didn't want to really do anything else. It's nothing personal, but thank God it's in a better spot now where it doesn't bother me. We'll when you come up and visit me, we'll go to Roadhouse. It's not a Longhorn, but it's a frickin' it's a good steakhouse. You'll be just as pleased. The only thing is that for like people that are new to the restaurant, like where they go and eat, you're gonna have to eat in the bathroom. That's where they want you to eat if you're like a new customer. That's a lie. Oh my God, I couldn't keep a straight face with that. Yeah, we're moving up to the field. We're doing exactly what we need to. We got like a 4-second lead. I can't believe I still haven't lapped Bobby Hamilton yet. He's just been passing lap cars with me. We're just working together. I mean, maybe he's making it easier for me. I don't know. We build up the gap almost 5 seconds. Too bad we're going to probably lose all that eventually, and then it's going to be back to some other arbitrary number, but considering how long we held that lead, it was around like lap 126 and they acted around lap 135 or something, or 134. That is still insane. So if we can get out of this pit cycle and maybe just barely hang, or at least before we get to the next pit cycle, and just be just ahead of them by maybe 4/10, that's going to put us in really good shape for the next stint of the race. And that lap car just gave me like no angle into the corner. He just persistently kept chopping me off. Give me room. Now my back end is slightly flapped. A little bit. I'm surprised it did that much damage. Can I ever pass Bobby Hamilton? Oh, no, he did. He didn't want me to pass him there. Brian told the customer to go to the bathroom. It's fine. Can you imagine that being a thing, though? Hey, maybe the bathroom's just like so fancy that you could literally have a dinner off of it. It'll be like that Family Guy joke or something. There's like some kind of Family Guy joke about that. Oh no, I think it was like Tom Tucker or something. Was like he couldn't get a seat at the restaurant. They told him to go eat in the bathroom, and then he's like eating his food like on a toilet seat, and some guy sits down, like sits on it. There's something. It does exist. I'm not just imagining that, but that's not even close to the story I'm trying to tell. That's like implying that JC's food's gonna get sit on by some random person. That's not what I mean. I'm sure JC's sitting in there in his room with an O in it, not with a U, with this cat plushie, just hugging it, be like, I'm sure that's what he's doing. Got some Cracker Jacks and his peanut apple pie or whatever, and just having a grand old time watching the stream. Can I ever pass Bobby Hamilton? Like, why is it so difficult? And why is he so fast? Unless he was like one of the last people to pit during a pit cycle, but they don't have tire wear, so I don't understand. I'm kind of getting pissed at this. But it's actually kind of helping me because he's just passing lap cars, then in turn makes it easier for me to pass cars. So it's actually been kind of good. Also, we have a 6-second lead. That's very good. We need this. I don't know if we're gonna get to 7 seconds for Allen, but I love for that to happen. Kenny Walls saved me there. I think for the first time, I think there is right side damage. It's hard to tell because the back of the car is black, but I do see the color discoloration. So I think I finally have gotten right side damage. Took 198 laps for that to happen, but we finally have some back end damage. NASCAR Nick's is gonna like this, the fact I'm behind like Bobby Hamilton Jr., so he can like reminisce on the Bobby Hamilton story days. Because I just can't believe I cannot pass him. I really wish I could understand it, but I can't. J.G. Ailey's now gonna pass him, even though Hamilton just passed him. That's weird. And because of that, oh, someone blew up. Please get off the racing surface. Okay, he did. Beautiful. Alright. Inside of Yaley. Oh, he's chopping me off. He's not really giving me a lane. He's still blocking me. I get to the inside of him here. No, I don't. Still not there. Wonder. I like to think Yaley's on lead lap. That explains why he's blocking so hardcore, but man, it's getting annoying. All right, there we go. Beautiful. He kind of got held up by the other random car. That guy has a lot of damage too. What is the... Surprised there's no debris all for that, but what is happening in this pack to give these AI drivers just a lot of damage? Where's... I'm missing out on a lot of backstory. Does this track have day to night transition? I don't think it does, but it would be nice. I guess that's another thing that's taken out of this game, or at least maybe it's just with the fantasy tracks. Does this game even have day to night transitions? I don't really remember. That was a bit of a boop there, but we got to the inside of him. Look at all that damage on the hood, though. Like, what happened to him? Why do we have another engine failure, or is this the same guy just larping around the? What am I saying? Larping around a track? What does that mean? He's role playing being a DNF'd car. Maybe that's what the start part guys were doing. They were just role playing being DNF'd. I don't know. Or at least a little bit over halfway through the race. That's what I kind of mean about this race probably not taking too awfully long. Especially since we're not having any yellows to speed up the process. But at least I know around lap 270 they should be pitting. So I'm surprised this car has not gotten to that point yet of falling off. Even though we just pitted 70, 80 laps ago. It does seem like, yeah, we did lose a little bit of time there, but we're dealing with a lap car, Jason Leffler. It's not going to be the first time Leffler is going to do something really dumb on track. I am having a hard time. How many DNFs have we had? I feel like that's maybe the third car we've seen blown up. Alright, Leffler finally heard me. And he just gave me the spot. That's nice. See, that's all I want. As long as you're not on lead lap, just let me go. If you're on a lead lap, I cry under his damn blocking a little bit. I also like hitting the bottom lane or dipping my tires below the white line, help it rotate a little bit. I like that. That definitely helps. I just am very curious to see if this, if this run continues, do we somehow lose that 7-second lead? If so, that's going to be Nazareth levels of just bad with a tire fall off. I guess we're going to wait and see. Don't fret, even though it's a 7-second lead, tire wear is going to kick in at some point, and we're going to lose all that time. I don't know how much time. And also, mind you, I was about a second and a half behind Hornaday after the pit stops. So we technically, in theory, gained about 8.5 seconds during this run. Just about, though we are starting to slip and slide a little bit, so maybe the car is starting to finally get bad. I feel like it took a while, but we'll see when they pit. They should pit based on how they pit on the first cycle, maybe around lap 268. still putting up pretty decent lap times. And now we're finally, like, you know, by ourselves. So we're actually able to kind of hit some nice lap times. Apparently, me and Truex are best friends. That is wholesome as fudge. I'm glad me and Truex are best friends. I'm wearing his hat. How fitting. Damn, it went up even more. Wasn't I just losing time to him? Not that long ago? What changed? Oh my god, the car finally did it! It finally spun! I'm actually surprised it did it there! That was like a lazy spin. That was... I don't even know what to say. It finally broke loose. Now, what are the AI gonna do? I have absolutely no idea. They should pit, but are they going to pit? Oh my god, I had such a lead. I can't believe that fucking happened. What are they gonna do, though? I have no fucking clue. I guess they stayed out. There's only 3 cars on lead lap. I guess they didn't pit. I don't... Why'd it put me at 4th gear? There goes our 7-second lead, which I really, really depended on. That I was working really hard to try to do during that pit run, so that all that's gone now. I can't get to the bottom lane with this lap traffic, so... Now it's just all falling apart. I did not need that fucking yellow. I really did not need that yellow. I wasn't even expecting the car to wreck there. It just snapped. And it looked like none of the AI pitted either, so... We are on equal footing? But I did not need that. I did not fucking need that yellow. Now we're gonna be at a disadvantage for the rest of this. We're gonna be back to like square one. I'd really like to get the lead from him just to maybe try to build up some kind of gap and just hold them off until we pit. Which it should be coming up soon. I didn't hear my crew chief say like people behind me pitted or anything, so I'm assuming none of them went down pit road. I don't know. I'm trying to play it as fairly as I possibly can with the AI. So that was my first wall scrape of the day too. I just noticed that. I just can't believe that fucking happened. I really, really did not fucking need that. And it was in such a weird way. Like, usually I could... The car wasn't really handling that erratically at that point. Like, if anything, I was expecting it to happen around lap 250 or something, but... No, it just got loose. I just was completely not expecting it. I guess there's only 4 cars on lead lap, I think. And we're somehow still pulling away from Hornaday even after all that, so... And we got 666 again. If this race is not cursed, then I don't know what it is getting the same lap time twice. How is that even possible? I guess it is possible, but what are the odds that it's 666 specifically? And why is Bobby Hamilton so fast? And how did he get a lap down originally? I don't know, but we're going to clear him. Is my chat broken? I'm surprised no one said anything about me spinning out. I thought for sure I would see someone being upset. Oh, never mind. I got to look at it a little better. I lasted, what, 226 laps? It's way more than I ever thought. I'm gonna have to look back on that just to see how that even happened. Maybe did I get my tires all off the racing surface for that to happen, or I don't really know. It's just such a weird spin. That's another blow up with the 47 cars. So what is that, 4 cars that now DNF'd? This is just getting weird with all the blow ups now. I'm even more confused. How am I still pulling away? Like, this is definitely the part of the run where the car is getting really bad. So how did it do that? I don't like to just dwell on it, but I'm so perplexed. I'm even more perplexed. I have a big lead now. Like, I'm just very, very lost. Well, I'm not really sure what I want to talk about now. Kind of at don't really have any lap cars to deal with. Oh, it did it again. It tried. It really tried to wreck there. I'm so lost how I was able to pull away like the 2 seconds at this juncture of the fuel run. Am I just getting better with this setup? Am I just like losing my mind? And Grant, I think Hornaday or someone's gonna probably run me back down again, but I'm sort of surprised that I was able to just gap them by 2 seconds. Unless they're held up in lap traffic, but they usually don't get held up in lap traffic that awfully, so I don't know. What is up, Nectarine? I'm fine. I guess I'm okay. I'm really impressed that Bobby Hamilton, who's a lap down, is running up here with me. I guess I should be glad that he's not on the lead lap, because he is just right there behind me. I don't know how that situation is growing, or how that happened. How is Bobby Hamilton a lap down if his car was just that good? No, I don't understand. But the AI should pit around lap 260. So maybe another 10 laps they should be pitting. That's if they are going to be pitting as they should. I don't know what they did when they out. I'm assuming they didn't pit just because my crew chief never said that people pitted. Like, usually when people pit, they always say after, like during the caution sequence, they would say you got some people pitting or something. They didn't say that, so I don't know. Again, really hard to tell because they don't have tire fall off, so if they did have tire fall off, it would be really easy to know. Bobby Hamilton, why is he so fast? That's kind of alarming. Oh my god, car. Yeah, it's gotten to that point. I lost all of that 2-second lead that I had. Now that I'm by myself, I'm able to run my own times. It's kind of maintain the gap a little bit better. But yeah, it's definitely gotten to that point. I'm actually really surprised I held on as long as I did. There are some cars pitting a little bit early. No, it should be a 3 pit stop race, right? 135, 270, and then 405. So I guess it really doesn't matter if they pit early. want to try to pit around lap 265 maybe. I was kind of waiting for Kyle Busch to pit, and then I was going to pit, but he has yet to pit. Oh, I saw Hornaday pit. Damn, that was actually a good lap time, all things considered. I must be losing it, because, like, other than that one spin out, the car is handled pretty okay? I don't know how to explain it. I know, Dale, I am a little loose. Though I feel like I'm going mad, because there are certain points in the run where the car doesn't feel that bad. And it's kind of freaking me out. If I knew how exactly to drive it into the corner every time, I feel like I can never get the car loose. But I'm not perfect, so unfortunately, I am always unsure of what the car is going to do in the corner. But hey, I only spun out once. That's not bad. I'm surprised Kyle Busch has yet to pit. I mean, everybody else went down pit road. I'm just waiting for Kyle Busch. This is probably a bad idea that I'm even staying out this long, because that gives Hornaday a big chance to have a big lead here, because he did undercut me by a good bit. But yeah, I'm going to pit this time. I'm pitting this time. 70 miles an hour, beautiful. 4 tires and fuel out in the way. My hand's crampy. Ow. You aren't going, man. That's about how I felt too. One lap would feel fine, next would... That's what happened to me when I spun out. It wasn't acting like really crazy, and then all of a sudden it just wrecked. It, like, I can't even explain it. That was a bit of a slow pit stop there, but otherwise fine. But yeah, it was so weird. Whatever Irishman did with the setup, it is something else. Because I can't even begin to explain how weird it drives. We just pitted there, lap 269. Nice. So we should be pitting around lap 410, maybe? No, never mind. We'll be good to the end now. I'm really stupid. I thought this was a 500 lap race. Never mind. We don't... This is our last pit stop. I was right all along. I got myself wrong. So I guess the AI pitting early, I guess it really isn't a big deal. I don't know. Have to wait for everybody else to pit. I just really wish I didn't spin originally, because I had about a 6-second lead or 7-second lead. Especially now at this point in the race, I cannot afford to wreck myself. We need to have this go green and just build up a stupid lead for when that fall off occurs. I am surprised Kyle Busch stayed out as late as he did. And the first cycle began around lap 260. I mean, he pitted 15 laps after the first green flag cycle began. That seems like a long... I thought I waited a long time. Kyle Busch has waited even longer. So am I gonna... Okay, I am gonna cycle out in the lead. I don't know where Hornaday is. He was one of the people that pitted early. He should be theoretically second. I just don't know where on earth that's gonna put him. But we will get the lead. We definitely will inherit it. Now it's just operation pull away from the field as much as possible. Ideally, I want a big lead. Sorry, left. A 6-second lead's good. That's a good start. This is almost like a hard reset of when I spun originally. Like, now we're back to as if I never spun at all. Like, the interval is pretty much how it was before. Weird how that played out. Ooh, it wanted to do something there. I don't know what it wanted to do, but it was not good. Also, 99 car, can you stop? I almost ran into him because of that. Like, give me room. Now I got a lap car just getting out of pit road. That could have been disastrous if I had not slowed down enough. But we're fine. What is he doing? He just... stop. The frickin' chopping me off. It's so old. It is so tiring. Just let me go by. Like, what is this? I'm glad I'm backing off. Because if I just full scented that, it probably would have been a disaster. Okay, now, all right, he heard me. He just let me have it. That's probably the smartest thing you could have done there. Also got Mike's Wallace. I was about to say Mike's Wallace. You know what I learned? The one Toby Keith song called Victoria's Secret. I thought for the longest time the song was about him having, like, making love to, like, Victoria's Secret outfit, and he was just having, like, a relationship with it. And then as I was at work one day, it just kind of dawned on me, oh, the song's name is Victoria's Secret. Like, her name is Victoria, and it's her secret of, like, what she's doing behind her husband's back. I was like, oh, so that's what it means. It's not him having, like a relationship with, like... It's not like Toby Keith's having a relationship with lingerie. What the fuck was I thinking? For, like, a good, like, month there, I just interpreted the song completely wrong. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Can I please pass this one car? I know that was a very strange story for me to just burp out there and then just get back into the race, but it was a story. I feel like that shouldn't be surprising considering that's me, but how the fuck do I do that? Damn, we actually have a really good lead. Over 7 seconds. I mean, I'm definitely gonna experience tire fall off, but I feel like we have a big enough lead to where we should be fine. It almost seemed like it took 80 laps for the tires to really kick in, so about halfway into the run. So that should be around lap 350. So for all intents and purposes, the car should be good enough to make it to the end. I mean, unless I wreck myself or something stupid, but if it goes normally, this should be good. I mean, we almost have half a lap lead on second place. Just about, considering the lap times are like 15 seconds, so we're in really, really good shape. But then again, this car is so weird and how it drives. I still don't understand how I even spun out. Because it just, usually, like, it gets bad up to the point where it's like I kind of like anticipate it or I'm like not surprised. But it just wrecked. It just wrecked itself. And it was such a weird oddity. Even if the rules were right in this game, and like when you wreck, it put you like last. It would have only been like 4th or even 3rd. I don't know how many cars were even on the lead lap. I think it's like 3 or 4. So it really wouldn't have been that bad, and probably would have been able to get back up to lead normally anyways. So yeah, I think that spin out wouldn't have really affected anything. Yeah, 100 laps to go. We have finally reached the 3/4 of the way through mark. Also, I think there's one like Toby Keith lyric in the Me Too song where I think the lyric is like he's sipping her tea, and I interpreted it as, or it sounded like he was saying he's sucking her teeth. Why did I think that? I don't know. I don't know if he said, I don't know if I was thinking of like sipping or sucking on teeth or what. I think it's sipping tea, but for whatever reason my dumbass brain interpreted it like completely wrong. So then as I'm singing to the song, I just say it wrong. And now I just feel like a complete asshole. And I'm so glad no one else got to hear me say the wrong lyric. But, you know, sometimes these things happen. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you put your pants on the wrong way. Sometimes you just misread a song lyric. And that's what happened with both of those cases with Victoria's Secret and the Me Too song. The frickin' Victoria's Secret one blows my mind, the fact that I interpreted that wrong. Like, why was I thinking he was having, like, relationship with lingerie? I feel like I would be an amazing songwriter, because I feel like I could just come up with, like, amazing concepts just for, like, misinterpreting songs wrong. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a Weird Al song. Having a relationship with lingerie. That definitely sounds like something he would write. Anyways, almost a 9-second lead. It's getting disgusting. If we somehow lose a 9-second lead, then maybe I don't deserve to win this race. Because that is such a massive lead. I agree, Scorpio. I think that is very true. Unfortunately, those are like the only 2 songs I think I misinterpreted the lyrics that badly. Give me your analytical analysis of I love this bar. I don't think I interpreted any lyrics wrong with that, though. I think it's a very fine song with all the lyrics making sense, and I don't think there's really any problems with it. I don't think I read any of them wrong. Shockingly enough, of all songs, I don't think I've ever read it wrong. I will say it does play at work a couple times. Ever since his passing, they've played more of his songs at work, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm glad they do that. They always would play songs, kind of on the regular, but now they're, like, playing it more often. That's awesome. No Taylor Swift songs, though, which is very unfortunate. Because I thought she was a country bumpkin singer. But, you know, maybe Roadhouse just has good taste, and they just don't want to play trash. Can't blame them there. It's just funny. You would think maybe they would, but you know what? It's a very great blessing that they don't. Well, the lead is starting to shrink, but I think it's because of lap traffic. Terry Cook is just blocking like he needs to stay so many laps down to me to pay for his rent. I don't know. He was really just blocking me there. There we go. Finally got around him. Got David Stremme to worry about, J.J. Ely to worry about. Finally getting the food order. Damn. I guess I would say I feel like you've been waiting in line for a while. I guess that shouldn't be surprising if it's around dinner time. Usually, Roadhouse would have kind of a long wait when it's like dinner time. So, well, not super long. It depends. Weekdays, it's maybe like 20, 35 minute wait. Weekends is where it gets really crazy. Sometimes it's like an hour, hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hour wait. So, I guess for a Monday, it shouldn't be surprising that the wait's a little long, but I'm glad to hear. It's always a great sign when you finally are able to get a seat at a restaurant after waiting for a little bit. You know, it's a really funny song that Dale Reynolds, I feel like, would probably like. It's called Wacky Tobacky. Yes, that is a song. Toby Keith wrote that. It's funny as shit. Toby Keith is kind of known for writing silly songs. I mean, it might be his silliest, but I think it kind of goes with the perspective of like by 2017, he's written like every type of song in his genre. And he just said, fuck it, I'm just going to write a song about tobacco, because Willie Nelson, like, he's friends with Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson smokes tobacco, weed, and all types of stuff. So he just wrote a song about it. And it's super funny. And it's awesome. Also, it's kind of freaky, because when you see how he looks in that video, and then I see how he looked in like 2023, it's like, damn, that cancer freaking ate. Oh my god, it AI yellow! Hold on! This changes everything. My lead! What the 39 just wrecked itself! He just spun himself out. No talent looking son of a gun. I'm pissed. Yet again, we had a gigantic lead just evaporate. And this time, it wasn't even a freaking... it wasn't even me. Oh, man, that's going to change everything. There's only 3 cars on lead out. Me, Kyle Busch, and Ron Horstein. Oh, my God. Well, this now just made it a lot harder. I got to the bomb lane there, like, right away. That was awesome. Alright, well, now we get to just build up that lead again. We might lose this race now because of that, because I really, really did not need that to happen. But now we're just going to have to try our damnedest to build up a gap. We got clean air, so we got a lot of time here to build up that gap. It took me about 30, 35 laps to catch lap traffic, so we should be hitting around lap traffic, around lap 365. Now we just gotta run. Now, this is where this is gonna get tough. I yet again, did not need that yellow. And this time, it wasn't even for me. It was just an AI just wrecking himself. Just all willy-nilly. Now we gotta run. Because even when I had like a 3-second lead, it still wasn't enough to hold them off, so we are gonna need a big gap. 15-2, that's good. We need that. Alright, I'm sweating. I'm silent. That's when you know I'm tryharding, when I'm silent. I go into, like, league mode focus. Just minus the armpit sweat that would happen, which... That's a level of intensity I'm kind of glad I don't have to worry about anymore. Because, man, when I get into, like, league race mode, and I'm, like, super focused, like, the fact that deodorant doesn't even help, and that still perspires, that is some beyond level focus. Which I didn't even know was possible, but I found it. Doing core made me learn that deodorant can't fix everything. The full Bristol race with tire wear. I was thinking about that. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do a stream tomorrow or not. But that would be a fun idea to do. Maybe I could do the same type of thing Moobs is doing in Heat 4, or Heat 5, I'm sorry. That would be kind of fun, doing like a 4 times wear thing. But for now, I want to try to win this race. Also, it's good to know that I wasn't the only one that brought out a yellow today. And it was probably going to happen no matter what, which is how random that spin out was. So it was probably going to happen no matter what. It makes me feel good that that one yellow isn't going to like completely make this race or challenge easy. So yeah, right now we're building up a good lead. And in fact, I'm catching lap traffic a lot faster than I thought I was going to. This has only been 15 laps since the green flag. And I am about right there with them. I just hope I can survive to the end. I mean, right now it looks good. Like, you know, it feels like this should be an easy win. But with the tire fall off kicking in at some point, which I feel like it's going to happen around lap 260, 270. That's 30 laps, so we got to deal with really, really bad tires. We're about to build up a 5-second lead. I don't know what this is supposed to tell me, that we rebuilt this lead up from nothing. How is that possible? I truly don't know, and I don't understand how I'm able to do that. But hey, the 91 car fixes damage. I guess that's kind of cool that the AI fixed their damage during pit cycle and stuff. Remember how damaged that car was before we went by it, like hundreds of laps ago? That's cool to know. I don't know, it's a neat detail. Well, 46 laps to go. Car still feels pretty good, but this setup is very strange, so I feel like at any moment it could just wreck itself. Which I will say, Irishman definitely created a wacky-ass setup. In fact, that's so unpredictable. I'm gonna have to try it off stream to see if the cup cars would be worse to handle here than the Busch Series. I don't really know. That's nice. I'm friends with the 35 car. Apparently I'm friends with Mike Wallace as well. Misogynist Mike. I don't know if I ever want to be friends with him, but I just won't be. I don't know how to feel about that. Hesitant about moves doing. Oh, okay. You're referring to when he DNF'd. Oh, I was there. That was funny. Well, he's not gonna be able to DNF in that game, so he'll be saved. Kind of curious what settings he's gonna use for that. Because 4 times wear would definitely make it hard, but I wonder if he's gonna have like normal wear rates and grip for himself, or is he gonna have it kind of like how competition mode is, where the wear is gonna be even more extreme? I can't say more extreme. I think competition mode basically just puts you at like the worst tire combo possible. So basically, it's like more wear and less grip or something. I think that's what it is. So I think that's kind of what competition mode basically has it at. I think it's stupid to have it be like that, but that would probably be like the most ultimate way to like complete chaos, as well as like mechanical failures, like having those to be like frequent. So if he does all that like with those crazy combinations, then he's probably got like one insane race coming up for him. I didn't know that there was an Ollies on a Busch Series car in 2004, but it's things I learned today. So far, we're just maintaining a 4-second lead. I think we were closing in on 5 seconds, but I'm glad I backed off there. I think I was about to hit the back of the 44, so smart thinking on my part. Don't sneeze me. The fact that I even had that happen to me once is so odd, but it's the most what-if thing to ever happen. It really is just something only what-if can somehow manage to have occurred. No one else has ever had that issue, except for me. That was a violent sneeze, though, I will say. That was... If there's one thing that I remember from NASCAR 06, it's going to be that. Which is almost kind of sad. I don't even remember much of NASCAR 06. That in 07, I barely remember anything from those games. But I do remember me sneezing in 06. And it wasn't even part of the game thing. It was just me being really weird. Yeah, I'm starting to lose a little bit of that lead now. It's dropping. Got 30 laps to go. If we somehow blow a 4-second lead in 30 laps, then we're going to pull like a Chandler Smith in Las Vegas in 2023 levels of chokages. So hopefully that does not happen. And technically that yellow should, for all intents and purposes, and in all theory, hurt me. Because we lost that like almost 10-second lead. We had to restart on 50-lap old tires. So that yellow really should have affected us, but it's not. In fact, it really hasn't changed much. Okay, we only have 3 cars on lead lap, so this is kind of like the real-life race at Bristol. Except, well, that had 5 cars on lead lap, this has 3, but it's close. It's very close to that. Well, after... Whoa, whoa, okay. Wow. The audio was like screeching there. It did not like getting sideways. I was about to say, once we get past J.G. Aley and Kenny Wallace, we've got a little bit of clean racetrack in front of us, so we can breathe for a little bit. We are starting to lose a bit more time. It's under 4 seconds, 3.6 to be exact. I don't know what it's trying to do there. I've done so like hundreds of laps with this setup now. Still don't understand why it does the things it does. I try to let the car roll in the corner, and it almost seems like it hurts it doing it that way. So it's almost better just to hit the throttle to get it centered. I don't know. Oh, another AI yellow. That's not good either. That's actually really bad. I don't need these yellows. What is it? What is it? It's the same scripted crash. They're trying so hard to make sure I don't win this challenge. That is what it's telling me with this Garbido. That is... I'm upset by that. They really don't want me to win this. Did you do a race review from yesterday? I did earlier in the stream. I'm not gonna pick. That's... Oh my god, so it's like 20 to go. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off now. I was really banking on that 4-second lead, and we were just starting to lose time. Oh, Bobby Hamilton! I was trying to clear Bobby Hamilton so fucking bad, and then he got loose, and then it fucked me up, and then it's... Oh my god, yeah, this is chaos now. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. I tried so hard to try to not, like... oh my god. Oh my god. I don't need this. Stay out. I want to try to play on even footing with the AI as much as I fucking can. Oh my god. Car. Can I get to the bottom? Lap traffic. I really don't need you now. I don't need you now, lap traffic. Oh my god, that finally happened all race long. With how much they keep chopping me the fuck off, that finally happened where I clipped them. But it didn't affect me. That's some extra laps chopped off, but then again, we kind of slid our tires a lot, so... I really, really want to just get by this 59 here. Move. You don't have too much laps. I don't know if our tires are going to be able to hang on. I just want to get some lap cars in between me and him if I can possibly help it. The car is getting really weird to drive. Oh, it's skating. Got 10 laps, almost a 1 second lead. That seems good. Oh, car, I don't need this now! I don't need it to spin out! God! What the fuck? Oh, come on! I gotta deal with lap traffic again! No, I don't, because it's under 10 to go. Okay, never mind. Well, that's not good. Oh my god, I don't know how it's driving so weird now. I just gotta make it to the end. I only have a few more laps left to go. We were running so good for so long, and now it's like all falling apart. My concentration's just not the same anymore. It's like I'm like so tired. It's so stressful to drive it like this. It's so on edge for so many laps, but we built up a nice gap. I try to be very careful in the corners as best I can. We still continue to build up a good lead. I don't need the game to freeze or lag spike or whatever it's trying to do when I get sideways. Like, I don't need that now. We're almost there, though. It's almost over. It is trying so hard for me to fuck up. It's like the frames are dying now. Or the game's frames are dying. Like, when I'm sideways, it like, stutters. And I don't know why it does that. But whatever. We're pulling away. Somehow, some way, it's still doing it. But we only got one more lap. Just to crawl around here. White flag, alright. 7/10 of a second lead. I do not need to spin out. Alright, half a second. Slow down for 3 and 4. It is trying to wreck itself, but it's gonna be enough. It is enough. We did it! Yes! Oh my god, it tried so freaking hard. Bobby Hamilton was on the lead lap. Oh my god. That is so loud. Ow. Ow. It's not supposed to be this loud. Why is it so loud here? The game audio, I can't even hear my own, I can't even hear myself talk. I can't even hear the engine. It's so loud. But we did it. Oh my god, finally. I forgot Bobby Hamilton must have passed me when I was spinning. And he was fast. Like, he was like the only other car to keep up with me. I don't, let's get out of there. Jesus Christ. That's freaking loud. I thought it was Ron Hornaday I was worrying about the end, but no, it was Bobby Hamilton. We technically got 4 cars on lead lap there. Well, that all kind of went to shit right at the end. With those yellows, which we didn't need because... Oh my god. It was trying so bad to get me to wreck or, like, make me lose this race. So that's 2... Yeah, it was... Yeah, 2 yellows for the AI and then 3 for me. Of course, they had to find a way to make sure I wrecked more right there at the end. I need to look back on... I technically wrecked... like, on my own accord twice. The third one was with the Bobby Hamilton, because I went that corner, like, really hard. And... for whatever reason, he, like, slid up the track, and that kind of threw me off, because I almost was, like, reacting, because I thought for sure he was going to clip me. So I kind of, like, reacted to it, or something, and then I hit the wall, and then it just kind of all fell apart there. That was weird, though. I wasn't really anticipating that. But, you know, whatever. We did it. Oh my god, that is exhausting. Driving a car that skittish and freaky. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. It is... until you drive it, you don't really understand how weird it gets. Like, at first you're thinking it's, like, amazing. But then as the tire wear kicks in, it just starts getting nasty. But yeah, we had Bobby Hamilton lead 3 laps.
So driver, how was the car?
Thank you, Irishman, for the other 10. So driver, how was the car? It is so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. You wouldn't really think of it as bad at first, but then as the run goes on, around like 80 plus laps, it just gets nasty. And it's so unpredictable because there's certain points even before when the tire wear really starts to fall off. Where, also, how did we get 25 lead changes when I led almost the majority? I guess almost all of that occurred during pit row. So that's another just weird, how does that make sense? But I'm amazed. It's so flaky of a car. Even before, like, I spun out the first time, my car is, like, on edge constantly. So, it's just absolutely freaking weird. It's bizarre. You wouldn't know, you never drove it. I don't know how you create a setup that ass backwards and never experienced it for yourself. That is just, like, psychotic. But most of these laps here, I think Ron Hornaday led 29. I think 20, 25 of those were from before I got the lead from the initial start. Bobby Hamilton led 3 at some point. I don't know when. I guess during pit cycle. Kyle Busch led some during pit cycle. Sean Callaway led 3 laps. Let's look at this here when I sort it. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, so we had Luke Nixon, NASCAR Nixon's brother, just somewhere, somehow leading 6 laps at some point. David Green leading 5. Murphy Brown from Seinfeld led 3 laps. Sean Callaway, we established that. Bobby Hamilton Jr., and that's it. So a lot more leaders than I thought. Obviously, we only had 4 cars on lead lap. Bobby Hamilton being like the biggest oddity out of all of that, because even when he was like the only car when I was behind him, like I could not pass. Or even when I did pass him as a lap down car, he was still right behind me. I don't know how he got himself a lap down to begin with, but he was really fast, and he really gained up on me on the end there. I think my car was finally starting to get really bad, which is shocking because there was so much going on. My phone is freaking blooping. What is happening? Okay. March 30th, okay. So do I have anything going on? No, okay, so I'll have to get back to him about that. Okay, that was my mom. Okay, we got our tax appointment situated, so that's good. If anyone would have been lapped down, if everyone would have been lapped down, how much would being able to pit each caution help? It probably would have just made it. If everyone was lapped down, then I probably would be able to almost... Probably more cars get lapped down. There would be a lot... I think there'd just be more cars lapped down. That's why I was trying to stay out when I was spinning out, because I know the AI aren't going to pit. So I was trying to play it on like the best even playing field as possible. So I would feel good about it myself if I won that race straight up, because if I just would have pitted there with like 10 to go, then I probably would have just blitzed through the field and won like even easier. So I wanted to try to keep it as fair as possible, even though I have to like almost dumb myself down. But I was trying to play it as fair as I could have been. What will you do to celebrate? I'm gonna have my Chips Ahoy. Will we do anything or any games I make? I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe. I would imagine something of that caliber would happen. Did you watch the 2023 Worth 400? Did you do your race review yet? I actually recorded it live on stream, so that might be up later tonight or something. Actually, I should go to... actually back out of here. Yeah, that was like exactly a 2-hour race, and I led 337 laps. It was a crazy lap number. We're gonna save that, even though I don't need to save it, but why not? So at least I'll have that setup saved and stuff. I'm kind of curious what the Cup car would be like there. I know Elite Precision was just asking about that. I should try it. It's like a 25% race there, something with the Cup car. I should text my mom first about that, because that's good they got that situated. You read about it today. I got distracted. I don't freaking remember that race. Let me go to full face cam. Let me look this up. Once I see it, I'm gonna probably remember it. 2023 Worth 400. What freaking race was that? Is that Texas? Why am I thinking Texas? Why is that race not ringing a bell for me. Oh, it's Dover. What the... What is wrong with me? It was the last year's Dover race. Yeah, that was a great race then. No, I just don't remember race names anymore. It was a good race. It was definitely kind of wild, but just how some of that was playing out. That's like the one thing I regret when I went to Pocono was I didn't get a Truex car because I loved his 2023 paint scheme. I really should have gotten it. But no, I had to stick to my guns and be like, no, I'm just getting a hat and shirt and then that is it. Food, yes, but that's nothing else. No, I should have gotten it. Usually, like, when I'm like, no, I don't want it. Then it's like, as time goes on, I'm just like, yeah, I really didn't need it. But not, this is like, no, it's something that is permeating through my core of my body. Actually, wait, I was supposed to text my mom. What am I doing? What am I freaking doing? I gotta thank her for doing that. But yeah, let's actually go to full race. Go back to this now. What car should I be with? Sorry, the screen is black. That's just me clicking over to the emulator. Because if I don't click over, then I can't literally click on anything. I don't know who to drive with now. There was some car here. No, not Alan. I've done Alan before. There was some other car that I really wanted to drive. I can't remember what it is. I have to see it, and then I'm going to remember it again. Oh, yes, the 39 car. 39 Coors one. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So Red Bull, that's 100 laps. We're just going to do that. So it's going to be a special. I'm looking at the setup, so because I don't have it for the Cups car. I gotta put that in real quick. So
every once in a while, the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series makes a stop at a new track, and that's the case here this evening as the stars of NASCAR get set to do battle on the short track here at Red Ball Raceway. EA Sports brings you flag-to-flag coverage of this event as we get set to go green. Let's take you trackside now for all the action here at Red Ball.
Okay, all right. Let's get this set up then. We're to see if it's any more wackier. Uh, 35 front. All right, there we go. All right, let's qualify purposely. It said nighttime on our last, but then that's a good point, JC. I don't know why it's like that. Don't blame me. I've not really done anything with the Cup car here versus the Busch car, obviously, so I don't know how it's going to drive. It's a little bit different. It feels a little bit tighter. Like I have to back up the corners maybe a little bit more, but I guess we're going to figure that out as we race, so we're going to see how that goes. There we go, last place. Alright, here we go. It should be a quick race. It should be like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So yeah, we're just gonna figure this out together. If it doesn't work out, then lesson learned. Maybe that could be a future stream idea. I don't know, but we're gonna see. Well, so far we're cutting up through the field just like before. Mark Martin's leading. I don't know if in this texture mod they... Ooh, boy. Wow. Did not like that. I was gonna say, I don't know if in this texture mod they fixed Mark Martin's AI stats to be more competitive. I don't know, because in the vanilla game, Mark was terrible. He was literally like a 35th to 40th place driver, which even if they're going off like his 2003 AI stats, he finished like 18th in points. He wasn't great, but he was not a 35th to 40th place driver. So I don't know where on earth they got those stats, or why they did it that way, because that makes no sense. There's never been a point in Mark Martin's career where he was a 35th to 40th place driver. Well, to answer Elite Precision's question, so far it's not really much of a difference. I am getting up through the field about the same as before. With it being 100% or 100 or 25%. Don't know when the tires are going to start getting bad. I don't know if it's around lap 40 with that here. I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to figure that out together. That's a lot of butt pace contact there. Damn. That's cool that this crew chief even says Dale says Earnhardt. Don't know why I'm just like fanboying over that, but it's just cool to hear it. Hey, my boy Kurt in the top 10. I think Kurt's AI is pretty good in this game. I don't remember how. I don't know if it's like the best game to represent his AI stats. He fast, or at least top 10 in point driver fast. Yeah, we're flying up through the field just as quick as before. I don't know if the setup just doesn't work as good, but then again, we're still early into this run, so a lot can change. Well, that's awkward. We got two Coors Light cars, literally almost the same. That's a boop. Not much hood damage, so we're fine. Oh, that was the first instance of it being weird. Man, Kenseth, I don't know. I would not have chopped me off like that. I wouldn't send it in there like that either. Bait him up high, cut down low, beautiful, got the spot, the new leader, and now the next target is build up a gap in case the tires fall off, which I don't know how bad it's going to be, but we're going to figure that out together. This is all new to me. Never done it with this setup with the Cup cars, so we're going to find that out. Tell how much faster they let you pass. Now the length is shorter. Yeah, it's weird how it's like that, with the race lengths altering how quick you get through the field. Because yeah, I did that in like 17 laps. I think in the Busch race it took me a little bit longer, maybe 25, 30 laps. It wasn't too much longer. but I can already tell just how this car drives. It's not as bad. It still has that loose tendency, but it's not extreme. So, whatever he did with that, I can't believe he created that setup without even testing it himself. It's not as evil in the Cup car, at least not yet. It might get to that point eventually. But we're just experimenting. We're just, you know, testing the water, seeing what this, you know, how this works out. This is usually why, if I'm given a challenge, I'll at least try to do a bit of a test session. Just to see what it's going to be like, because I don't want to do the stream not knowing and then end up doing it and then get a race like this where I get the lead very quickly and pull away and then nothing happens. Unless something crazy changes. I don't think it's going to be much difference. Hey, you finally got your food. Enjoy. Hopefully it's good. Longhorn's pretty good. I only went there once, but I had a good experience overall.
23. I want to see more of those laps. Good job. That was a great lap, buddy. All right. How's the car handling? Any problems?
Now I'm just sweat moding it. My brain was just thinking about work. It's like I want to take up this Saturday, and I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe I wonder if I can always have Saturdays, but like earlier in the day. And I was like, oh, that would be kind of nice. That's like the one thing with Silver that sucks is when you do them. At least on a weekday, you're there for. Oh my God! I didn't know they were pitting already. I'm sorry. I didn't know they were pitting. That's so early. I'm upset by that. I just wasn't anticipating it. Now we're back to 20th. How am I back to 20th? Wasn't I in the lead by like 5 seconds? What? Okay, I'm still leading. Okay. I'm so lost on that. So are we gonna have like the AI pit after this yellow? I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm sorry, JC. It's so weird that I hung out with you right before the tragedy struck. It's like I got to see JC pre-joy. Wait. Pre-joyful. I don't know what word I'm trying to say. It's weird. It's weird. And like I would have never known something was up. Oh, it's not even one car. I thought that was Kurt for a second. I was about to be really upset. Well, I guess I could say the setup doesn't really work as good for what it's intending to try to be in the Cup Series, because I'm not really experiencing anything. It's like it's trying to wreck itself, but it's still a bit tight. Can I make it the whole race and not pit? Because I'm not even halfway on fuel yet. Like, is that even possible? That would be kind of weird.
15, 26. Yeah, boy, keep it smooth, just like that.
I'm glad to hear Buescher's helping you out. If Chris Buescher is a way to help cope with everything going on and rooting for a driver, then more power to you. I hope that works out. Man, I've never even been in a situation my whole life where I've had someone I really loved and then they leave for one reason or another. I've never even had that. I don't know if that's a bad or good thing. But I feel like I'm never ever gonna be in a position where some girl is gonna have affections for me. I'm not really like typical man, so I feel like it's just never gonna happen, and I'm okay with that.
33. Whoa, that was a quick lap. By my calculations, we're about halfway on fuel.
Halfway on fuel, lap 45. So we're gonna have to pit on lap 90, but we'll probably pit even sooner than that.
15, 34. Wow, you're fast.
I'm assuming the AI are gonna all pit as well at some point. At least I hope so. I can't believe that the 39 they put this in this mod. I know this was ran in real life. Probably for a road course. I just don't remember the driver for it. But it's cool. I've always liked the number 39 just from the Ryan Newman, Stuart Haas days, so it's cool to see it even before then.
34. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job. That was a great lap, buddy. We're on lap 50.
Is that Jeff Gordon about to be in last?
15:39. That was a quick one, buddy. Keep it up. That was a halfway mark.
How is Jeff Gordon this far back? Unless he was one of those people that pitted like right when that yellow came out. Maybe that could explain it. But hey, he's in an alternate scheme. That's also cool.
15:29. That's the last time I'm looking for.
I'm really curious if Sledge can mod this game, since this is on the Dolphin emulator. Can they do like the things they did in Thunder 03 where they can change the paint scheme or like the text so it matches like the paint scheme or it like accurately describes like the paint scheme? Because like, they couldn't do it in this, so maybe there's like a logistical reason like it just can't physically be possibly done. I don't know.
15:54.
That Thunder 2000 mod still blows me away how good that is. And it's even cool too that there's Spotify playlists like for the music songs that they wanted to put in the game but they couldn't. Like it's all music from around that time period. Like they even took into account like what music songs were out around that time or prior to 2000. Like they thought of that. I appreciate that. Yeah, now the car's just sort of getting tight. It's not really getting loose anymore. It's just sort of tight. It's a weird feeling, but it definitely is way more effective in the Busch series. That's what I'm trying. At least that's what I'm kind of gathering from all this now. I wonder if we're going to lose this race on some weird metric, because there was some people that pitted, but I don't know if they fully got their whole pit stop stuff done. I don't know. Like, is Scott Wimmer and them gonna be in really good hands now. Oh, he's mad though. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were gonna be pitting that early. Oh, he's not mad enough to hit me. Thank you, Ultimate Dragon, for the kind words on that. I appreciate it. I don't think, at least, ow. At least for me, I don't think I'm in like a super crazy depressive state where I don't think I'm like mentally destroyed to the point where I need someone to depend on and talk to. There is some days where I get in just a weird mood, but I don't know if that's just like a human thing. But it only usually lasts for a day, and then I wake up the next day, and then I kind of feel alright. But it's more of a mild feeling. I think just how I've been the last 6 months, 7 months, I've got myself into a much more healthier mindset. I think maybe just not having YouTube be like my only source of income, I think it's been a big weight off my shoulders, and I can kind of take it into a more fun, casual approach. So I think that's helped too. That might be probably a big reason, because relying solely on that, especially with how or I guess how flexible the income rate can possibly be for that, does make it it did make it very stressful. But I'm glad I had it in the time that I did, because around 2019, when my dad had his heart attack and everything, after that, he was almost bedridden for a good month afterwards when he was home, and like he couldn't work or do anything. And we would have been homeless. We probably would have lost our house and lost everything. But because of what Ed Sanahan did, giving us like $5 grand, that was enough to pay the bills, everything that we needed. And so it got us by right until Dad felt better to go back to work and stuff. Then I think at some point, we eventually got some form of like disability after that, but that was maybe 6 months afterwards. But even then, Dad can only work so many hours for what he's allowed. So, but during that period of time, that was such a lifesaver, and I'm so glad I had YouTube and that type of connections to save us, because I don't think I would have done that on my own, or at least I don't think I would have had that type of money on my own to do. So I was lucky I had YouTube as a full-time thing, and that particular moment in time, that I will never not be thankful for, because that was such an amazing thing. But I think I'm just glad to not have it be a main focus anymore. Well, we're gonna. I don't know if the AI pitted. Usually my crew chief will say something if people pitted behind me. He never mentioned it, so I don't know. We might have just screwed ourselves with staying out. But I didn't really know if I could even make it 70 laps. But I'm gonna pit this lap anyways. I really don't know. I mean, it would seem like you can go like 45, 40 laps, so maybe 80 laps. I don't know. This is why I practice. This is why I trial and error things, because I think we're going to be in a situation where I might have just lost this race and I didn't pit there. I just wasn't even thinking I could make it on fuel. I don't know. I just... I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're a lap down. Yeah, we're 1 lap down, 39. So the car is fast. We could probably unlap ourselves, but we're definitely not winning the race. That's if all the AI pitted. But maybe they're in the same boat as me and they're just going to stay out until lap like 90 or something. I don't know. I don't really know. Well, either way, I think that kind of confirms that the setup isn't as crazy on old tires or anything. It's maybe gets a little bit tighter, so it's really not that big of a big deal. Right, so I think I answered my own question with that. So we learned that lesson. Now we're just gonna see how high I could possibly finish. I have no idea where 38th place is running. Yeah, I could kind of relate to surrounding yourself in stuff you like. I kind of do that with just my Dragon Ball and One Piece mangas and the figures I have. Well, the figures, I want to preference, I didn't buy all of these figures that are in my room. Most of them, just about all of them, are from fan mail. So I guess technically, like, having stuff that I got from fan mail, having that around me kind of helps too. But it really could be anything that can help. Have it to the 400 laps. I completed the challenge as scheduled. Now we're just doing this because Elite Precision asked what would the cup cars be like here. So I was like, oh, that's a good question. So I wanted to try it. Long story short, it's not really that bad handling. It's a little bit tight. So it makes driving it a lot more bearable. So it's really not that bad. The only reason I pitted here is because I caused the yellow because everybody was pitting on lap 30. I was not aware that they were pitting, so I was right behind them, and they just, like, ducked to the left, and I just drilled them. And I'm thinking the rest of the AI cars pitted on that yellow, and I didn't know, and I stayed out, so I kind of put myself in a bad spot. So I'm probably going to finish terribly. So that's unfortunate. But I at least beat the main challenge. We're all situated with that. Everybody's happy. Kind of curious as how much time I'm going to gain these next 10 laps because the car is it's really fast. I'm definitely going to finish above 38th. I'm assuming they must have pitted on lap 30. The fuel load's almost 45 laps or around 40, factoring in like caution laps then. There should be like 10 laps to the good. Something like that. But honestly, this setup's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty damn good. That was 15-1. That was actually faster than I ran in the Busch Series, which makes sense. These are faster cars, but it's honestly not even that bad. I'm just surprised that they never. Usually the crew. Oh! Joe Nemechek. They tried to wreck there. Even though I pitted in extra time, I'm still gonna finish decently. All things considered, after all that, that's really not awful. So, I mean, I'm not going to win this challenge, but I'm going to be okay with that because I was definitely going to win. Considering the fact that I pit in extra time, I was like half a lap down. The fact that I'm almost going to get to a top 20 is wild. I get to 19th. This car is so fast. I am not getting 19th, but 20th. How did they? I guess they pitted. That's so frustrating. That kind of sucked how that played out. So I guess they pit on lap 30. That really sucks. What happened to McMurray? Wasn't McMurray leading? He just dropped to 5th. Dale Jr. started 33rd, worked his way up to 3rd. That's also insane. Same with McMurray. I guess that's a lesson learned. They could definitely pit a lot longer. Just how much faster I was, that really should have been like an easy win. Like there should have been no contest that was going to be a win. Also, I learned too through Mootz's live stream of this a while ago. The fantasy cars don't get points, so it's better to not pick them in season mode. So that's fun to learn. It's still, I guess, the same even in regular quick race. You took KG's jacket to the post office today. JC is fast. As soon as he got that, he ran like Mr. T in the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs movie. He's like running like this. He took it to the post office fast. I'm looking forward to mine when that comes in. That's gonna be like a new thing I wear in my season mode stuff. So that's gonna be really cool to wear. So how many cars were on lead lap? 35 apparently. Ricky Red led a lap somewhere. And mind you, I was 39th a lap down. I unlapped myself, got back on the lead lap, and I think I gained like 5 or 6 seconds on them afterwards. So I was like 15 seconds back down to like 9 or 10. Drove myself back up to 20th. That was just nuts. It was just absolutely nuts. And Matt Kenseth got a win. Good for him. Tara Labonte 7th. Hey, give a shout out to that. I got it Saturday afternoon and took it to Monday. I think that's pretty quick because post office aren't open on Sunday, so you just went the next available opening day. I think that's not bad at all. I just can't believe Tara Labonte got 7th. In this game, that's pretty damn incredible. So, good for him. Oh, well. All right. I think we can wrap things up now. I'm tired. I want to see what that was going to be like. And that was kind of a quick race anyway. So it was like 25 minutes, 20-something. Oh. I don't know. Let's go full face cam. Let me look at my phone again because I think I heard it bloop at some point. I can't believe I got a freaking age restriction on my cold water challenge. Like, something that was like years and years ago. And really the only bad thing I did in that was I took a shower, but I had a shirt off. But I literally purposely made sure to wear, like, swimming trunks and stuff. Like, because the point was supposed to be, like, a cold water challenge. So I was like, I'm going to one-up them. Instead of an ice bucket, I'm literally just going to have cold water pour on me and, like, be in agony. This is, like, 9 years ago? Like, why? I'm still getting banned on my freaking, my douche series that I did in, like, 2011. Those videos are like 10, 11 years old and they're getting like age restricted finally. Or sometimes the weird wreck ones happen and it's like I rewatch the video and like there's no bad words in it. So like how it's so weird, but like some of those videos are so old, it doesn't matter if they don't get monetized. Like am I losing like a cent? I don't know. But yeah, either way, was I supposed to wait? I'm saying you went there pretty quick. I mean, you went there the next available day the post office was open. That's fine. On Sunday you stopped it. Well, the post office aren't open on. You can't possibly go on Sunday. I'm not saying. I'm not. JC, I don't know what to tell you. That I think that's reasonably quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch Moobs' stream and make fun of him. I like how I say that so casually. Oh wait, I need to get my cookies out. Hold on, let me pull my Truck's hat off. It did its due diligence for today. Red Solo cup. Ah! Oh, I banged my foot on my dumbbell. Ow! Oh. Oh, God. Ow. 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 Oh, my God. Oh, it was my freaking pinky, too. Ow. I never had that happen before. And it's always been on the ground. I was going to say I got my Red Solo cup for Toby Keith. In fact, I've always used a Red Solo cup with these. I usually drink a lot of milk. I want to keep my teeth in great shape. Expires 24th. I'm glad I got more Milkies at the store. Ugh. We're gonna show your earner stuff on top of your PC. I would have to flip the camera around, and I can't do that because I'm gonna mess up my whole setup with that. I think I tried to do it once, and like I can't. One, the cord's not long enough. Because the cord, I think, how far does it go? Oh, wow. That's going really far, and also it's lost its stability. So now we're just sideways now. And you're gonna suffer and endure that. Because now that I moved it now I'm at a Dutch angle. Because I'm a fancy boy now. I'm fancy streaming. Now I gotta like fix it. It's still not entirely fixed. It's a little bit better. I don't even think can I even show it on top of my PC? If I go this far, yeah, there's some of it over there. It's right above my desk, my halo light. So, there's all that. I guess I could do that. I guess it did work. Alright, so we got that situated. My water was like right at the end here, so. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm done. Oh, I was supposed to put this in my fridge. Damn it. Now I gotta get up, do that again, and not bang my toe off my thing. All right. All right, we're done. Also, I still have it with me. I remember I saved these when it first happened, but I have like the original like Earnhardt passing like magazine. Like I have 3 of them. They're all from like 2001. It's a fascinating time capsule of just the time period and just what they were writing about. So I have stuff like this. I also have the Sports Illustrated one. I'm really glad. I'm really glad like 5-year-old me thought like, hey, this is probably a good idea to, keep these. Then I have the other one, which is probably in like the worst condition, but I have like the People magazine one, where like half of this is like falling apart, and the back is lost on this, so it's kind of in like the worst shape of the 3. I don't know why, but I will say, maybe it's just a People magazine thing. I don't know, but these other ones, like the Sport Illustrated one, like it's like the material's like really strong. Like this one's not bad either. So like they're all in pretty good shape. Oh my god, look at that on the bottom here. The price of this in 2001. Look at that. Look at that freaking. I don't think you could see it. Okay. A little bit closer. It says $5.95. $5.95 for a magazine. What a freaking. These are probably like $15 now. It's crazy. 20 years and what inflation can do. Good God. But yeah, I still have some of these. So yeah, I'm a big old Earnhardt simp, which is funny in retrospect because kind of a douche sometimes, but as a kid, I loved it. I don't know. Putting those back where they, belong. My fat ass just hit my freaking thing. Was on your 9th birthday. Damn, you're 3 years older than me. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's $5.95 for a magazine. That's damn. And yet, our state is still like one of the few states where our minimum wage is like $7.25, even though most states it went up to like 15. And they think people can make a living off that, which is like batshit crazy. That's been the same since like 2009. It's like, why? I don't personally understand that. I think it's kind of horseshit because no one can literally live off $7.25 an hour, which some places still take advantage of that, and they pay their employees like dookie. That's just oh god, my brain. I don't want to get into that. I want to make fun of moves. But born 91. Oh my god, you're 33? Holy shit. Damn, I thought. Damn, you have a better memory of what. It's 11. It's 11 now. Oh my god, it went up almost double. Almost double. I was saying it was gonna probably be 15. No, it's 11. Thank you, Balls So Hard Will, for the fact check or however you got that information. What if she do an MTV Cribs of his house? I did a 5,000 subscriber video where I did take a tour of my room, but that was 7 years ago maybe. My room, I mean, looks a little bit different now, but it's mostly the same. I can't bring my camera over because the cord's not long enough, but it does look different. to an extent. If I could actually bring my camera over here, I can at least show you, like, this side of the room. It should be long enough. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Sorry this is so close. I don't mean it to be close. But, like, over there. There's my fridge. There is my One Piece manga volumes. There's the Robin figure Phantom Foxy sent me. So there's some of that stuff over there. So that's always neat. I don't know what I was trying to say. I thought I could move it out a little bit further, but I couldn't. My birthday's same as Mark Martin, so I think that's kind of neat. But yeah, I think maybe a room tour should happen someday. Maybe when I get to 16,000 subscribers, because I'm almost sort of there. I was looking at my analytics, and maybe I can pull it up here. As long as I don't reveal anything, because I don't want to reveal, like, how much I make, because apparently, like, YouTube really doesn't like you doing that, so I want to try to find a way to show this. I don't know if Social Blade still works where you can see the exact number. No, it doesn't. It just rounds it down. But I could just read it off here. So I have 15,920. So if I can somehow get 16,000, which honestly might be my last big, like, subscriber goal, because it took me over a year to do it, like, last year. Last year, I think, is when I hit 15,000 or something. So if I could somehow get to 16,000 this year, then by the metrics, maybe we only gain like 1,000 a year, but I don't know if it's like that anymore. But I keep thinking it's gonna be my last big milestone, because I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna get to 17,000. I feel like that's kind of a ways, but 16,000 is possible. Maybe I'll do that for like a room tour or something. I'll make a video about it, an updated one, because it's like been so long. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna get going. Thank you to people that show up for the stream, watch it. It was a good time. More people tune in than I thought, which is cool. It's cool to kind of see more people tune in and stuff. I'm sorry I wasn't reading chat. I was trying to do it. It's hard to do it at a track like that, but I'm trying to make it up for it now and with all this. Did he have a little more than views than you? He did. He's always had more views than me. I guess my point way back then, or when I was saying it months ago, is that his channel being dormant and having no uploads in 3 years was still getting more views than me, and that's where I thought it was sad, because, like, he's not uploading anything, yet his channel just being dead, and the reputation that he has, it's still pulling more than me, which is really freaking sad. That's what I was kind of upset about. Now I just don't care, because that's not my focus anymore, but it's a crazy stat. The Fast No Jacket in person is spectacular. You're going to be obsessed with yours. Yes! Yes! I'm glad to hear that. ASMR eating. Golf Kid, also because you sent, like, a crazy super chat once. You probably freaking deserve anything you want. So, budget. I'm gonna eat cookies, or at least I'm gonna just eat one. Because I am not gonna just freaking do mukbangs. That's not what I do. Oh, that's good. I've been going with WhatiFRacing. I like that. JC, didn't you say the hoodie is the jacket's kind of like silky? That sounds neat. Actually, I should look it up now. and compare the two, because I'm pretty sure his channel being dead is still doing better than mine, which is so, it's so sad. I want to kind of see. Okay, let's bring this up here. So things we gotta be looking for is video views. Mine's apparently 11,000 from what Social Blade's saying, 11.2. Joseph's is 14.7. That is so sad. His dead channel that he's been for 4 years almost still gets more views than me. Not by a ton, but by 3,000 more. In the last 30 days was 63,000. Apparently for me it was 48,000. I don't know how accurate Social Blade is. I'm just going off of this just to get like a fair reference, but that is really freaking sad. Apparently no subscribers. It doesn't show subscribers, so maybe I'm still better than him in that regard, or I don't know, but it hasn't dropped another 1,000, so I guess it's just been stuck there for however long, but yeah, that's kind of why I was upset by that. Because that doesn't make sense. I don't understand. But that just goes to show just how big his channel was. Because he was absolutely slaying me before. And now he's still, even 0% him is a... I don't personally understand that. Granted, he has a lot of video, like older videos, that probably are still bringing in views. Because his NASCAR, like 14 and 15 ones still were like really popular. He's pretty young. Jesus Christ. That's dark. Damn. Did you watch KG's? I saw part of it before the stream happened. I need to see the rest of it, but I like the concept. Let's go into Moobs' stream here and annoy him.
Go get you some, Gibby. You got this shit, boy. What we looking like? All right. When I was sliding like that before, I don't know how.
Let's see if he actually says it.
Maybe into like the 50s or something.
Subscribe to what if.
It's been,
I appreciate that.
You can make it 43, so that is a good indicator of how long we've been green flag running. So 20 laps deep into this run.
Careful, still there. All clear.
What the hell? He's not.
Oh boy. Alright, get that off my screen. I need to focus.
Hang on. Hang on. Did they mod the Bristol walls?
Big time sideways.
Hold on. Did they mod the Bristol walls? Look at that. Holy shit. Is that new? It used to be black, right?
More pedaling.
Him and his connections, I swear. Did they do something to this? Because that's not how it's supposed to look like. How did they do that? How did the modders do this so freaking fast? Is this like accurate to... It may not be accurate. It might be just like a texture change. But like, that's impressive as shit. Holy shit. Is that right?
I ain't getting held up. Ain't getting held up. That 24 car's fast. Yikes.
I don't think they're... I think it's arrived post negative troll comment. I think so. I think I've seen... On his last video, there's always somebody leaving comments. So, I mean, maybe some of that could be attributed to it, but...
I could see him back there. He's trapped.
I don't know.
man. 2 to go. Man, these are some slow laps.
Moobs isn't. You know what? I'm just gonna. I'll watch his stream later.
Clean track.
I'm gonna.
Motherfucker!
What the fuck just happened?
Why wouldn't you stay low?
How did that happen?
Oh, we got a pit. How we looking?
We're getting ready to play Thunder 04 right now. Hell yeah!
Good now? Good, we looking sexy? Michael Warner, Leanne Berkeley, hello? Leanne, I do not want to see Hamster win nothing. I'm sorry.
Did you
What up,
see me
Desiree?
kick? Did you see me kick?
Thanks, hello? Alright, well, we lost one spot on pit road.
You son of a bitch, dude.
Golf kid, hello? What if, hello, you bastard? Alright, so the end of this stage will get us to half.
Wow. Wow, he just ignored my frickin' foot kicking.
Do about green flag pit stops.
Man, he is so scared.
Damn, you guys are up to 300, just about. I got some serious work to do to defeat.
I'm gonna get going here and watch his stream. But thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Irishman, for the 10. Thank you as well to Jordan Clark with the 3. NASCAR 48 with the Canadian 699. Thank you. I wish I could have read the message sooner, but I'm doing it now. Thank you as always. Thank you, Irishman, again for 10 right at the end when I finished that race. It was a good challenge. I will say probably another challenge that'd be even harder is to do one without yellows, but I feel like that would be even harder, and I feel like that would be almost impossible because I wrecked twice, and that's with me being like really careful and cautious. So I feel like no yellows may be impossible. I'm not really sure. Thank you, Golf Kid. I will have a good night. Thank you, Spencer Boyds. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all on Thursday stream for Thursday Night Thunder with Thunder 04 career mode. It's brought to you by Chips Ahoy and the Bisco. That would really go. So, yeah. I'll see you all later, and have a good night.